How did I do it before? Oh no, it's curse time? He's in. Yeah, I'm gonna try to fix the music and everything. So, last time when I fixed this, it ended up having an issue. And I rerouted all the audio for voice chat over to my other PC through a different channel without using the cable audio. Who did this? Zen, your alert? Alright, buddy. But yeah, last time I did this and I lost power after the stream, so it did not save the profile changes. So I have to redo that real quick. Let's see. Basically, I need to make a new thing called temp audio. I need to route that through B3 to 192.168.1.201. And I need to receive that over here. Temp audio 192.168.1.100. Actually, it might be better to put it through B2, honestly. Put it through B2. Alright. See what I'll do? I'm gonna put up the ads real quick, just to kind of give some of you guys a break. Real Woo enjoyers, you can sit here and suffer with me while I figure this out, alright? And then we'll get started afterwards. Hey, Silly. Hey, SMG. Why do we always get a spike in viewers whenever I turn on the ads? This is not really a big deal. It's just kind of funny looking.
Stop asking me all these stupid questions. Focus on the stream, maybe take a suggestion. From the crowd, your audience dying down, wondering aloud how the hell this man can function, coming up with bizarre scenario conjunctions. Is this something he does all day, thinking about pyramids and strange white room arrays? Is there oxygen or any kind of window? Of course not, I'll answer the question, Diablo.
Okay, is that doing it?
Fuck, fine, have it your way. I'd kill Hitler and fuck his mom, what else can I say? Hey Diablo, what would you do if you were trapped in a submarine with a mummy or two? Hey Diablo, do you think the world would be much different if everyone was a sink? What if fish could throw their fins? What if the pyramids were made of chocolate? What if you were trapped in a 9x9 white room? What would you do? What if fish could throw their fins? What if the pyramids were made of chocolate? What if you were trapped in a 9x9 white room? What would you do? What if fish could throw their fins? What if the pyramids were made of chocolate? What if you were trapped in a 9x9 white room? What would you do?
Okay.
What if you were trapped in a 9x9 white room? Desert. Game time, chilling with my friends, playing cool video games on stream, and then I bring my finger up to scratch my chin, smile and turn to face Diablo.
I think we're back. So now the music should not be terrible, although you're not going to hear it for very long, but that should be a relatively permanent solution until I get it fixed later. Hopefully it will just involve me reinstalling an audio cable. Wednesday? It is Wednesday! Hey Jimbo, how's it going? Happy Thanksgiving in advance to all of you. Also, hello if you didn't hear it, SMG. I see you there, buddy. Man. Yeah, no, so, I don't know. So, Windows Update apparently screwed up one of my virtual audio cables that I use to route audio. The reason I use so many different, you know, in fact, I can show you guys this. Here, let's just, showtime the button here. Showtime! Okay, well, it's changing the thing, but it's not stopping the music, and I think that's because my mouse is on the wrong thing. One of these days, this thing will actually work properly, but here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, I should probably get the couch out of here. I left the other room because I think Diablo kind of was going to start playing Overwatch and stuff, and I figured it'd be better if I didn't have that going on in the background. Where the hell is my OBS? Get out of here, couch. There you go. Alright, let me show you what I'm talking about. So, I think you guys have talked on occasion how goofy it is for me to have as many audio devices as I do. The reason I do is so that I can keep all of my audio channels in separate. So like I have an audio channel for voice chat, for music, for game audio, for browser audio, things like that. All those things in separate audio channels. Now normally that's easy because you just route them straight into OBS, but because I have a separate stream PC, which if I mean, I guess I could show it to you. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I would have to actually get my camera set up. I took my camera. I didn't take my camera apart, but I've kind of been reassembling my stream setup to get everything in a much better position. But I have two PCs. The one on the bottom over here is for actually streaming, and the other one's for all my gaming needs. And part of the problem with trying to move all of your audio from one PC to the other is that all of the audio gets condensed into a single line of audio. And that's not what I want, because I want it all to go separately into OBS so I can apply filters, do audio ducking, things like that. It's really big and important. And that's why I have all these channels, because I can use VBAN, which is through this right here, to stream my audio over the network, which, look, you can use my internal IP address and hack me later. It'll be great. The only problem is that in order to do this, I had to install a bunch of like virtual audio cables to separate these things and have extra pseudo channels to move audio through. But it appears that the Windows Update has corrupted both of these somehow, which is why we have that snap crackle pop whenever I use them. So rather than going through these two, I have it going through VIO3, which is what is VIO3? These are all made by the same company. It's all made by Voicemeter, so these should still work, but for some reason they started having a problem, but VIO3 still works, so I'm just routing everything through it. And then, I don't know. For whoever that was for, I just thought it's neat. It's a problem I've been having ever since my Windows updated. So, here I go. I've come to steal your magic staff. Damn. I don't got a magic staff. But you're welcome to it if you find it. Just give me a cut of it, please. Anyways, here we are. Jimbo, I don't know if you're still there, but look at this, dude. I got you here. You're on an errand right now. You're out in some mines right now digging up coal. I figured it'd be fine. I figured you're a very hardworking and industrious person, and you needed some experience on the job. You have an axe, a headgear, and a mithril vest. We're gonna make you into the coolest samurai that's ever been. You're gonna be this guy right here. It's just gonna take a while. I'm sure one of those black mages got one. That's true. Crosso and Tom have one. I'm gonna take it and look, you're a thief man. I know you're a thief man. We did make you a thief man on purpose.
By all means.
We're gonna move you over to something else at some point, but we need you to be a thief man right now. But that doesn't mean you can steal from our friends, okay? It's very important that you don't do that. Anyways, where did we leave off? Right. Okay, I remember what we're doing. We had just gone from over this way all the way down here. We got the princess, and, you know, we found out, okay, so she's under attack by the guys over here who want to take her and imprison her to make this guy the regent, and this guy wants to be the regent, so he wants her dead. I didn't even know you added me to the game. I added basically everybody whose birthdays I know about. So the only possible solution to this was to go somewhere where the Civil War couldn't get her, to a completely isolated state called Lionel down here. And Lionel is a what do you call that? Fuck, there's a word for it. Theocracy. There you go. Yes, they're ruled by the Holy Church of Mulan. Unfortunately, it turns out that Cardinal Delacroix, the person we left her in charge that we left her taking refuge with, is not quite the good little guy he supposedly is. He just killed some guy. There was a big pan up, guy screamed, bloody murder, and unfortunately he was working in cahoots with the guy over here, who again is trying to get her killed so that her younger brother, or actually her nephew, it's a little complicated. So there was a king, she was the sister of that king. King dies, but not before he has a son. Okay? And now there's two factions of people who want to install themselves as regent. There's this guy over here who backs the king's son and wants to be regent and is backed by the queen mother. And there's this guy over here who says instead the princess is the appropriate claimant and wants to be regent through her. You left someone with the church in a Final Fantasy game? That was your first mistake. Look, we didn't have many options. I had pressing things. I had to go over here, leave her there, go to this Clockwork City to help our new friend Mustanio, right here, Bonanza. He's going to teach us the secrets of how to make guns. It's great. And also be very, very, very instrumental in recruiting a number of side characters. So we had to do that. And in the process, it turns out that the Cardinal, who was the best choice to help out, was not quite the very nice person we thought he was. So now we're going back to fuck him up. Also, I've been playing a lot of Mabinogi. I've been advancing my skills quite a bit and using the current Black Friday sale to my advantage. It turns out that those dazzling... For anyone who actually plays Mabby, there might be like 2, maybe 1 or 3 of you in there. I don't know. If you're part of my usual audience, there's like 4 of you. Turns out that Black Friday package, you can make about 300 million plus just by selling its contents. You can also gamble with the stuff you get in it, but you could also just sell them. And I've been doing a lot of that. So let's see here. So we gotta bring Ramza, because it's part of his noble disposition. Who do we want to field in this one? We're bringing Tom, and I'm bringing Tom specifically because there's a particular creature that I'm on the lookout for that I know shows up sometime in the thing, and if you don't get him then,
it's time.
You just don't get him ever. I've seen you play in Mabby, I've considered it, but I still think it's funny that you're trying to convince me to play while your Steam review says to stay far away from it. My Steam review, does it actually say to stay far away from it? Let me see. I know how I feel about Mad Moogie. It's very complicated, but let me actually see. Did I actually say to stay far away from it? No, I didn't say stay far away from it. I said the game has gotten mostly worse over its 20 years of life. That's different. It's mostly me being like a mean-spirited asshole towards the staff who've been working on it because, and to be fair, let's be clear, it's changed hands a handful of times, all right? And that's probably the cause of a lot of its woes. But the issue is just that sometimes, and I still feel like this is very true even now, the devs don't know what the fuck they're doing with the game, and that causes a lot of problems. It gives me stay away from it vibes. Well, I'm telling you specifically you should come play with us, but you know, I'm not gonna hold it against you. I understand that Mabby is not everybody's cup of tea. I just personally, I enjoy the game. I do. I think it's a great game. It's unlike a lot of games that kind of like spread themselves out a lot. It's not very shallow. There's a lot of stuff you can do in every little avenue, and I think that's great. And it keeps me occupied because I can just do whatever I want at any given time and still be progressing in some way or another. And there's also hundreds of things to be entertained by, which I like a lot about this game. The only problem is, I just think that the devs sometimes make really fucking asinine decisions. And they're decisions that, you know, I feel like any reasonable person would have thought about for more than a second and decided, wait, that doesn't sound so good. That's my issue. A really great example is Arcana in general. Arcana, very cool idea. What if we took two talents, and talents in Mabinogi are this idea, are like a collection of skills that go together. They can either be combat talents or life talents. Combat talents, magic, ice bolt, thunderbolt, firebolt, ice spear, fireball, thunder, things like just that whole little spectrum of skills. That's magic. Life talent, blacksmithing, which includes blacksmithing, refining, and some other things. Things like that. You take these talents, take two of them, and you just mash them together, combine their skills into something really cool. Results in really awesome pseudo classes like Elemental Knight, which is magic and magic and swords, and you put it together, and you now have like cool magic sword attacks. It's very cool. The only problem is it comes on the back of what used to be a defined class system that has been completely decimated. There is no defined class system anymore. You just be everything. And it just feels like after so many years of completely destroying the class system by letting people be whatever they wanted and just take everything, because now that's what you do, you just rank up everything, it's a little weird and 180-ish to go back to trying to be a class system. I don't know. It's stuff like that. It's stuff like that where it just feels really contradictory to what they're trying to do. And then they do things they don't need to. You know, it's that kind of thing. That's what that review was. It was made in a point of frustration with the devs of Mabinogi seemingly just not having their fucking head on straight and not knowing what the fuck they were doing. And I mean that it's not like I'm sitting here saying this as an armchair game developer. I mean, these are really basic things that they sometimes just fuck up and don't understand. But, you know, look, I don't expect anyone to necessarily take my word for it. You can listen to me, Phil, and VT, and Misty when he's around, and Coco. We all complain about it every now and then, but we all still play the game. So if you need any kind of endorsement that you can count on, despite the fact that we have these opinions, we still play it. So there you go. Still enjoy the game. I can definitely try it at some points. It's free, but the question is if my easily distracted brain will take to it like it did to 14. I don't know, maybe. I'm not gonna tell you have to play it. If you do try it, absolutely, that's great. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll try to help you out. I would love to have more people in our guild and play it around with us. It's great. If not, you know, hey, no harm, no foul. But it is cool of you to give it a shot. Anyways, I've been delaying long enough. Too long, rather. Who do I want on this side? I'll put Deebles over here for the additional, like, healing. And I'll just put Cato and somebody else over here. Probably Tech.
Good.
Good.
Aye. It's time.
And we'll just go with that. Hey, look, it's what's-her-face.
Where have you got off to, Gosling? Won't do to hide. There you are. Come along quietly now. What do you say? Huh?
Ramza.
Lady Agrius is beset. To arms.
All right. Yeah, so we originally left Agrius with Princess Ovelia. And I'm guessing she's escaping now. I know the answer, but I'm trying to pretend to be oblivious so that you guys don't get anything spoiled to you. I realize that I can be a little overzealous about this game sometimes, and therefore be willing to talk about things that I probably should just let you guys figure out by watching or something. Ooh, that's a bad move. Okay. We're going to let them come to us.
Whatever it takes.
We do have to kind of move up really fast, though, on this side. The guy said, nah, I shouldn't have a weird habit of the more I don't want to play this game, I don't want to do this thing, the more I tell people, the more my brain says you should do that thing. The guy said, I shouldn't buy Ellen, I should save my money, and then bought it the next day. I mean, I think it's good to have a breadth of choices and experiences. I don't blame you if you want to do those things, though. Sometimes it's good to save money. But in this case, the argument doesn't work, at least, if only, because it's free. Because it's free! Oh, damn. His bravery is getting pretty high, actually, but we're going to make it even higher. Alright, let's see. We'll go ahead and boost those fundamentals there. Probably get her into position to help out Agrius. I probably should have put her on the left side, honestly. So that she could have thrown potions at Agrius. Man, it's a tough spot. I just have poor impulse control? I do too. There's nothing wrong with having poor impulse control. No, I take that back. There's plenty wrong with having it. But, you know,
what are you doing here?
I don't think it's really poor impulse control if you're not, like, suffering from it. You know what I mean? Like, I know when there's a defined line that I can't cross. It's the reason I play gacha games, and I do okay. Right? Hold up, is that who I think it is? Who do you think it is?
We've come to rescue you. We thought to breach the castle from its postern. But why are you here?
Is she the Night Lady in the Ivalice raid? Yes, that's Agrius Oaks. She is the second boss of Urban Monastery.
He plots with Duke Lars.
The second boss. And Mustadio Bonanza, the guy I pointed out earlier, is the first boss of the Urban raid. Oh ho ho.
We escaped the castle, but the princess was retaken.
Mustardio. Bananas.
I was returning to save her, and here you find me. That we should thus reunite could only be divine providence. We must hurry, Ramza. They mean to execute Her Highness.
First these, then the princess.
Right.
Oh yes, the ever infamous show me your whole boss. So when's Tide Pod? What do you mean Tide Pod?
Best proceed with caution.
Watching you and a guy turn a label printer from 2012 into a game PC? Oh, watching me and you're also watching... Okay, I see. That sounds interesting. I'm thinking about it now. Is it like one of those old dot matrix label printers or whatever? With the urn of water? People eat Tide Pods from the one boss. Oh, okay. No. So that's Famfrit. That's Famfrit. Famfrit is not from this game. I mean, technically speaking. Famfrit is technically on the dial of Lucavi, but he doesn't show up in this game. He shows up in Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, and therefore, along with that game, he's damned to hell. And we won't speak of him anymore. You know, that kind of thing.
Take this!
But he makes us eat Tide Pods? Yeah, but everybody in that raid in particular... let me think. What is that? Is that Rabanastre? The city of Rabanastre? Thermal. It's basically a thermal printer with a... Oh, okay. That's kind of funny. I mean, let me think about that. So, Final Fantasy XIV, wasn't it the second raid? The second raid was the tower... Was it that one? No, I think It might have been, but I thought that was the first raid, because, hold on. Maybe it was the second one. The first raid was a horse near the end. So that'd be the, wasn't that was the first one then? The fly guy with the symbols. Okay, hold on. See, now you guys got me confused. Okay, so I'll say this much. Ice Skater, that was Mateus, and Mateus and Famfrit are both on the Wheel of Lucavi, but they were not actually placed in this game. They were in, again, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Fuck that game. We hate that game. We don't like that game. It can go burn in a pit. Hashmal, who is the sand guy, and Construct 7, I guess it's actually, it was Worker 8, actually, I think, but it's Construct 8, I guess, in this one. They're both in this game. Yasmat was not actually in either game, and he was in Final Fantasy 12. Duma, who is the guy at the very end, after the Duma and was his name Rochefante or Rochecante or whatever it is, are both characters who were dummied out of this game. Although the person who becomes Duma in the raid is Argath or Algath or Argath or whatever his name is, who is the guy we killed in the first chapter. Is that confusing? The Lie Man. The guy who was very, very about, like, how noble his birth was and everybody else was bad because they weren't. That guy.
Look at
The
that.
man with the mask? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's Duma. That's Duma. It's Duma because they use the Taurus stone to morph into him, and the Taurus stone is associated with Duma. Chariot guy was Rofocale. Yeah, so Rofocale was originally going to be in this, and so was Duma. Duma got cut very early on, but Rofocale did not. Hold on one second. Sorry, I had to yell at my cat. Just climbing on stuff she's not supposed to. But anyways, yeah, Rofocale was originally going to be in this, and so was Duma. Duma got cut very early on in development. Rofocale got cut very late in development, but not late enough for him to actually have a sprite. So what they ended up doing was they just dummied out his character, and it got shifted, because they added other characters, onto a random NPC in a swamp. And that's really funny. So he's technically in the game, but he's not actually a character properly. Would like to hit this other person, but I can't get close enough to do so. I don't know what it is with that mask man, but I always think of Nyx when I find him. Who is Nyx?
I'm ready.
I guess I'm always shouting, I am Revelation! The Arcana is the means by which all is revealed! Is Nyx from, like, what, fucking, Persona or something?
I'm just getting started.
It's amazing. 2 FPS on Half-Life 1 on the printer. That's amazing. Persona 3 final boss. I haven't actually finished Persona 3. I am playing it at the moment, I just haven't finished it.
This is far from over.
But don't worry, it's not like you're spoiling anything.
You can count on me.
We gotta do something about this guy.
You know what that means?
I must concentrate.
Hello, Rovo. It's on the backlog until I finish how to not eat. All these squares make a mountain is true.
Must be decisive.
I would love to like get someone to make like a diorama of some of these maps and put them like in a little glass cube or something for me. I think that'd be really cool.
Why?
Very soft why.
How to proceed.
Yeah, yeah. My issue with Persona, and I say issue, air quotes. You can't see me holding up my fingers and doing the gesture. But my issue with Persona, you can shield parry magic? Question mark? Was that always a thing? The mid-game slog? Yeah, it's the mid-game slog. It's a Persona and games like Persona, it's not unique to them. They tend to be very, very long by design. Harvest Moon has the same problem, and it's not even in the same genre of game. Where because it's like a day-to-day game, and they have to be very expanded on their calendar, so to speak, so that you have enough time to do everything and a lot of stuff fit into it. It just tends to get extremely sloggy toward the mid-game. Because they have everything like building up to the climax at the end, and you have all that stuff being introduced to you in the middle, and then, or at the beginning, excuse me, and then in the middle, everything kind of just hits like a very like low flat point, and it just gets really hard to kind of like push through it sometimes. It's happened to me in every single Persona game, which is not necessarily a problem with Persona. It's just the nature of a very long RPG game. But I plan to get back to it eventually.
Sorry.
Valjax asked me, Deckard, I have came across a couple of adventuring parties, one with a white mage and a black mage, and another with a cleric and a wizard. Do you have any insights into why those with the same roles or professions have different labels? Ah, Rovaljax. The differences in titles often arise from the traditions and cultures of the worlds they inhabit. A white mage typically focuses on healing and defensive spells, embodying purity and light, while a black mage channels destructive magic and raw elemental energy.
Those are different nomenclature because they deal with different things.
Often serves a deity, drawing upon divine powers.
See, this AI knows what it's talking about.
A wizard is more of a scholar, mastering the arcane arts through study and practice. Each label reflects their unique philosophies and abilities in the grand tapestry of magic.
Damn, Deckard actually pulled that out. When he started, I started thinking about it, and I was like, wait a second, I think I know the difference here. And then he just listed it out. Yeah, the difference between a white mage and a cleric is that the cleric is a priest, essentially. A war priest. My issue with Persona is you have all these choices of options to express your personality, but don't pick that one or that one. You gotta pick this one because we said so. I've never really felt that pigeonholed. Besides, Persona. Here's my thing about Persona. Like here's my thing about Persona. Here's my thing about that specific thing. If I feel like there is value in a game that allows you to be a blank slate, and allows the main character to be a blank slate, and for you to kind of impose yourself onto it, but it's not exactly the same thing. It's not exactly the same thing. It's not exactly like always a good thing, and I don't think Persona is supposed to be something where the MC is a blank slate. I think Minato Yuki, or whatever his name is actually... God, is his name actually Minato Yuki, or is that just Phil messing with my brain? I don't remember. But I think he actually is supposed to have, like, a character of his own. Then what about warriors and barbarians? Barbarians is a term for someone who is uncivilized. And warriors are people who practice war. There you go. Bam. So... in fantasy, like, barbarians are essentially like relegated to like being kind of like primitive warriors. They're low armor, big weapon club users, and warriors are just just a general term for people who practice warfare. There you go. But I think it's also because IMO P3 is the weakest cast of Arcana. I don't hate them. I don't really have a problem with them in general. Soap. Hey, Pingo. How's your new PC, dude? A Warfarier? He's got the Giga PC now. Windows 11 has too much shit. I just don't like when it fucks with my shit. So I hear ya. Oh, did I see the link? Let me pull it up here. Sorry, I got distracted. Let's see. Oh yeah, like that stuff. That's exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about. Yeah, people make like little dioramas. This one's a little... It feels kind of off, but yeah, it's basically like the same kind of idea, yeah. I really like these. They're probably going to change this line, aren't they? Let me actually see. FFT diorama. Ah, yeah, they got a bunch of these too. I like this one a lot. This is the character selection. That's the old one. So this isn't in this version of the game. But before, what you'd do is you have your character in the middle and you'd spin the ring of jobs around them, and you just pick one like that, and that was really cool. That one's not that bad. Imagine if you like tilted it down, you'd probably actually see the map for what it was. It's kind of cool. Nah, we ain't looking at that game. We ain't looking at that game. We hate that game. Nobody likes that game. I can do it, but no muns. Fuck is happening? Why is he asking a dead guy what he got? Well, first off, okay, hey, this is a little bit spoilery, but I can tell you exactly what's going on in that scene. So first off, he's not asking a dead guy. This is not Ramza. This is Princess Ovelia. And in this scene, he's remarking on the different paths that him and his best friend, his childhood friend Ramza, took in life. And without spoiling too much, they both went in extremely different directions. They both achieved great things, but they went in different directions. What he's supposed to... This is actually kind of like a victim of poor translation, unfortunately, but I personally kind of like it a lot better. What he's saying is, where did your path lead you? Because he basically just got stabbed. That's where there's a knife on the ground. So basically, he ends up getting a, like... She attempted to assassinate him. And as he, like, is dealing with that, and he's kind of basically in danger of dying, he's saying, man, everything I did led to this one moment. And he's thinking about how him and Ramza diverged in life, and he's saying, well, where did your path take you? What did you get? And it honestly plays into the big theme of this game. The big theme of this game, for those of you who have been here since the beginning, and you haven't heard me wax on poetically about it over and over and over, it's not about haves and have-nots. It's about doing the right thing. For what reasons? Or better yet, it's about doing the right thing and the reasons you do it for. This is a 20-year-old game. Am I allowed to spoil it? It's a 30-year-old game at this point. It was like, what, 1995? 1997? No, came after Final Fantasy VII, so it would have been 1998. Yeah, it's like 27 years old. My path led me to a stabbing. Clearly, it's a stabby path, the path of stabbing. No! Delita went through Final Fantasy Tactics, 10% of the gameplay of Tactics, 90% Silly talking about Tactics. It is, because it's one of my favorite games of all time, and it has a wonderful message. And frankly, has a masterpiece of a story that I should let speak for itself, but it's very long. Modern audience, yes, the relocalizing of the script is not something I approve of. That's very true. But Delita. The message, do a stabbing? No. The message, so we went through chapter 1 before, and to summarize chapter 1, I'll do this. Ramza is a highborn noble. And he's not just a highborn noble, he's one of the highest nobles, not necessarily peerage, but in terms of like reputation. The Beowulfs are a very highly regarded house of warriors and knights. His father, Barnabath, I think it was originally, but it's like Barnabas now, was especially the highest knight. He was called the Knight Gallant. And that's basically the highest rank a knight can have. Everybody regards them as the best of the best. He's a noble. He's blue-blooded. Delita was a common boy who was adopted by Barnabas and was essentially kind of raised to be Ramza's kind of right-hand man. And to be fair, they treat each other like they're brothers. They're best friends in life. The two of them never had a problem with each other, to be clear. But through a series of events that end up happening as they get tied up in this civil war that starts here, Tetra, Delita's sister, ultimately ends up dying. And this happens in chapter 1 of this game. And the way she dies is she's viewed as expendable by the nobles, who are currently trying to basically kill off a bunch of thieves and deserters from a previous war, who were common folk. And the common folk are basically rebelling, saying, you know, we deserve rights, essentially. So it's the first chapter is all about classism, class warfare, and all that stuff. The problem is that because Teacher is killed off for being expendable, and it's like such a huge deal, it kind of creates a rift in the path between Delita, who resolves to basically correct everything about this fucking system through whatever means he can, bloody or no, no matter how many lies he has to tell, no matter how many people he has to kill, he wants to fix everything. And Ramza, who realizes that despite his noble beliefs, standing still and just preaching nobility doesn't change anything. And they both go in different directions. Delita goes on the warpath, and we've seen this already. He's kind of been involved in the kidnapping the princess. He says all these things about how he's doing it. He's the only person who can actually fix things and change things, and how he's not going to bring anyone to harm, but he's already killed plenty of people. Ramza, on the other hand, leaves his family and basically just completely abandons his noble heritage, to the point of actually standing against his brothers. And they both come out with different ideologies. One of them says nothing is above the cost of getting this done. Basically, Delita wants to implement his new world where everyone's equal, no matter the cost. And to do that, he has to be on top, and he'll kill everyone he has to. Ramza, on the other hand, says, I'm going to do the right thing no matter what it costs me. And that's what this entire game is about, that dichotomy. That's why at the very end right here in this scene, it's so poignant. Because Delita arguably does create a better world, and he actually gets to the top. That's why he's called King Delita right there. Spoilers for a 30 or something year old game. But in the end, he's not loved. And people stab him in the back, just like he stabbed so many other people in the back. And that's the greatest message of this game, is it's like, was all of this worth it? You did great things, but you also weren't loved. And now you live in fear of the exact same things you did to get where you are. But the other person, pursued as a criminal, pursued as a heretic to the edge of the earth, ended up saving the entire world and his sister. Who got it better? I think it's great. Old games had some really good stories. They did! And that's why this game will always be right up there in my top 3. I've wondered plenty of times if this is my favorite game of all time. I don't know, because Chrono Cross is right up there, Final Fantasy VII's right up there, all of them great games with great stories, great messages, timeless classics, and I have no idea, but it's up there. And I will say my top 3 have not been challenged in over 30 years. I would say my top 3 have kind of expanded to my top 5, though, because Metal Gear Rising eventually got added to that. It's definitely something. Oh shit, hold on. I can't remember most of them. Well, maybe you're still finding them out. There's nothing wrong with that. Damn, tech ninja, that mage over there. Yeah, I fucking love this game. I love it with the original just completely busted up like translation and everything. Oh, yeah. And frankly, nothing hits harder than the first 5 minutes of the game with Delita walking in and saying, "Tough, blame yourself or God." Nothing hits harder than that. Like, it's so good. I can't see why they tried to relocalize it so many times. That was such a, like, just iconic fucking statement.
How to proceed?
Let's see. Let's do Shockwave. Not Shockwave, let's do Aura Blast. Deeble's over here deleting people. But is it better than Barbie Horse Adventure Wild Horse Rescue for the PlayStation 2? Ah, shit, man, you might have me there.
I can do this.
I don't know, that's a tough one. That's a real fucking tough one, damn. Get him, Tech! Yeah!
How can this be?
Oh, damn. Tech just got an achievement. He is the throwist.
I will endure.
I'm kinda of the mind that I want to sit here and wait for a bit for some of these corpses to evaporate to get their crystals. You know? I'm a corpse crystal gatherer. It's a shining castle in the mountain of the PS2 era. It's true. I mean, there's just so many games out there in the world that I don't think can compete with Barbie Horse Adventure. It's just, it might even be hubris for me to suggest the mere idea that Final Fantasy Tactics could stand up to that game and its incredibly high caliber of writing and gameplay.
Whatever it takes.
Okay. So at this point, we're all just kind of basically, you know, leave this person alive and let them just kind of shoot things at people. I think Agrius might actually come and kill her, to be honest.
Right.
I think she might. Uh-oh. Well, we're probably not getting that crystal today.
The journey is never ending.
Lady Agrius, are you all right?
And horses, true.
I'm fine, but we cannot afford to tarry. They're taking the princess to the Golgolada gallows. It's not
Golgolada,
far,
what the
but we've
fuck?
little time.
I don't think it was called that before. I think
With
it
all
was
haste.
Golgoth or something. Or I might have been wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of like the actual like Jerusalem location or something. Golgotha. Ah, we actually get Agrius now. Gungaga. Say the line, Night Lady.
My sword is yours.
Any one of them just say the line? It's alright. See, there's Mustadio right there.
Preparations?
So I'll just put a barbute on her and not worry about it. Oh, we'll give her a hat. We'll give her a hat. Agrius is a great unit. She's got great abilities. Basically, any character who has like the cool sword abilities is like super good, but it's not very good to rely on them, in my personal opinion. And honestly, I really just like my other characters more. Compare and contrast Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles, and Barbie Horse Adventure Wild Horse Rescue. Isn't that shovelware? The Magic Gunman, yeah.
The Jimbo asked me, compare and contrast Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles and Barbie Horse
Barbie
Adventures, Wild Horse Rescue, Final Fantasy Tactics. The Ivalice Chronicles is a tactical role-playing game that emphasizes strategy, character development, and an intricate storyline set in a rich fantasy world. Players navigate complex battles, often with permadeath and deep lore. In contrast, Barbie Horse Adventures, Wild Horse Rescue, focuses on adventure and horse-related minigames, appealing primarily to a younger audience. Its gameplay is more casual, centered around exploration and simple tasks rather than strategic combat. While both involve quests, they cater to very different demographics and gameplay experiences.
Okay, there you go, apparently. Let's see. Probably go with this right here. I worded my question poorly. Were you trying to get it to say which one's better? Because I'll just. Ooh, hold on. What is this? This is a special ability that can only be learned when an enemy uses it. Okay, that's Ultima. I know what that is. But he has steel. That's huge. Silly, what's up? That's not steel. I said it's no, not that steel. The other steel. There's a new game in my Steam account? Okay. It's called Mabinogi. Whatever, we know the real winner is Drake of the 99 Dragons. Nice. Jimbo, when is our playthrough of Drake and the 99 Dragons gonna happen? It's me finished downloading? Damn. Don't worry, there's only one server. I hear ya, I hear ya. No worries, no worries. When I finally decide I'm finished with the obnoxious business of living. What? You don't want to play Drake and the 99 Dragons? I can't believe it.
Very well.
Oh. Did we bring him? We did. We're just waiting to get first strike on Deebles here. I'm thinking of dipping him into Samurai. I just don't really know if I want that, to be honest. Of course, Kato is just learning everything she can about Chemist, but Chemist has already, like, learned, so there's no real point in her staying on it. But at the same time, Chemist is just so good. It's just so good that it's so hard to, like, justify bringing her off of it. Especially when we're doing, like, the one-time story mission areas where we can, like, get all the hidden treasures, and she's, like, our best hidden treasure gatherer. I'm gonna keep her as Chemist for a little bit longer. Let's see how Tech's doing. He's got 10 speed. I think I would rather have a colonoscopy performed with an RCA camcorder from 1985. See, now I know you don't even mean that. You don't mean that at all. You would never mean that. You would never mean that. You would just never mean that. You would just never mean that. No. Dual wield fist? Yeah, no, that you're using your fists. You're very good at it. Yeah, so basically, because Ninja has innate dual wield, I gave you Brawler, which makes it to where you don't have to use weapons. The reason for this is twofold. I'm good at grabbing their balls and giving them a dick twist, it's true. So here's the thing. I'm not just punching with one fist, but two double fist punch. It's true. The reason I did that...
Grab his dick and twist it! Twister's dead! Twister's dead!
Oh my god.
Oh, Dick Twist!
The old dick twist! Nah, the reason I did that was because ninjas can only use two kinds of weapons. By default, they can only use daggers or ninja swords. And we don't have any ninja swords. So, you would otherwise just have to use daggers exclusively. So, not only is that shitty, and daggers have uses, don't get me wrong, especially ones like Mage Masher, or Mage Masher silences people, I believe. There's also like the, whatever one makes people have blindness is really good. But rather than rely on that, I decided to give you Brawler, and since you dual wield anyways, you just punch twice for a lot of damage. It really works. It's a great idea. The one-day blinding soup dagger? No, it's called Blind Knife. Let's see. Fisto, my friend, are you alright? Here, let me help you to your feet. I fisted hard, He-Man, but I could not fist them all. That was perfect. I guess we're going to the next one. I was kind of thinking about, like, swapping out some people, but most people are on errands at the moment. Golgalana Gallows. Tugangaga. I gotta play, Rebirth at some point.
Of course.
Just put Deebles right there. Bring out Kato. Ninjo. And, Betamo.
At the ready.
These may not be, like, the best, like, placement solutions.
Got any words to leave behind, Highness? None, then. Very well.
If you dual fist, your battle cry must be you're insistent on a fistin'.
The enemy!
Tell the tech, that's tech's battle cry.
We are come for the princess. Stand down, or take her place on the gallows.
And the trap is sprung.
Trap?
Ooh, time mages.
Ever the gallant fool.
This could be dangerous.
What have you done with Lady Avelia?
I've done naught with her. She's a Lionel. What of the gem?
Gem?
Might we spare ourselves these tiresome fates? I speak of the Cardinal's gemstone. The one who stole it travels with you, does he not?
You always thought his name was Razma? No, Ramza.
If you want it, come and get it.
So, the boy now thinks himself a man. Very well. Let us finish this like men.
Alright, let's finish it, boys.
It is not too late to change your mind, Ramza. Return with me to Egros. Your brother Dystar.
I got your gemstones right here.
He said as much himself. What is it that stops you? Chivalry? A tired relic? Neither justice nor loyalty ever filled a man's belly. However you may pretend, you are a noble. It's in your very veins. And a noble rules over and uses the small folk as he sees fit. Lesser men can only dream of having your lot in life. So forget this foolishness and be who you were born to be.
No, I will not. The foolishness is believing that our blood dictates our destiny. I refuse to exploit others simply because I was born a Beowulf. Even should it mean defying my brother, I will be true to myself. I will play no part in his foul plots.
Foul? You would paint your brother's deeds as foul? For generations, House Beowulf has possessed great military might and the influence that comes with it.
As its lord, your brother simply upholds the duties of his station. You of all people should know that. What you call foul, I call necessary. Deny it all you want. This is the way of the world.
My brother and Duke Larg seek to ignite war to further their own ends. Yet who is it that will be made to suffer? It is the soldiers, who fight and die with their names unknown to their lords. It is the veterans, who are cast aside when their swords are no longer needed. It is the common folk, who are bled dry by taxes and levies. After 50 long years of conflict, the kingdom was finally beginning to know peace again. But now a privileged few would shatter that peace for personal gain. If such a thing is not foul, sir, then pray tell what is.
Saying the quiet part out loud, a bold strategy. So do people just follow Ramza because they agree with his purpose and want to rebel against the would-be kingmen? So, as far as like the generic units, there's never really real like... There's no real like official confluence on that. You can assume that he's charismatic and like people actually believe in his cause, I think is what it is. But that's mostly, as far as people's motivations for following him, it's mostly the non-generic units that kind of embody that. He ends up helping and saving a lot of people, and making like real friends in his journey. And that's, you could argue that's why people actually follow him, because they do believe in him and they believe in his in what he's trying to do. And they also, some of them actually just outright owe him. Like, I don't mean that in the sense that it's transactional, but it's just like Agrius, for example, ends up following him because he's like, you know, look, first off, you're a great person. I would follow no other man to the ends of the earth. And after what you've done for me and the princess, it's just given. I'm coming with you. That kind of thing. I don't know. He's got cool hair, and I like punching stuff.
A man does not eat an omelette without breaking eggs.
Oh, God! I'm trying to make the mother of all omelets here, Jack. You can't fret over every egg. That's terrible. I don't think that there was no mention to. I don't think there was any mention to eggs in the original. I think that's just some dumbass goddamn 2025 writer being like, "Hey, what if we referenced other video game?"
Progress exacts a price, and that price is paid in blood. Such is the ink in which history's pages are writ. Look around you, boy. Ivalice rots from within. Your brother would carve out the root of its decay, even if it means his hands must be soiled. Come then.
Making the mother of all omelets, Ramza.
Fall!
Tack, come over here and steal a sword.
I must be decisive.
She's got a golden shield. He's got a blood sword.
You will perish.
Not like this.
I must pick myself up.
Materia, son. It hardens in response to physical trauma.
You would see Lady Ivalice sacrificed. I will not abide it. I will not stand by and watch her made another.
Probably not in this game. I know nothing of. Yeah, it's all right.
Forget Zeepton. That was not within your control. But many things are to an heir of House Beowulf, and you have a duty as such. It is your fate to see that duty fulfilled.
As it was my fate to let Tetra die. No, fate had no hand in that. Tetra died because I did not raise a hand to save her.
You know what? This is probably the one localized line that I actually am happy with. You guys know me. I bitch about a lot of this stuff. but I actually have to give him credit on this one line. This one line, pointing at this little text box right here, this single one line. In the original, this line was the cause of a lot of contention, because he said something to the effect of, I killed Tetra as surely as anyone else did. And that caused a lot of people to wonder if he was like a reliable narrator, because the entire first chapter is kind of from his point of view. But that was also before a lot of the weird unreliable narrator games came out, and it wasn't really the theme of this game. So it was a question as to whether he was just being really hard on himself, which is what I think most people went with. Or if he was actually saying that he actually did have a part in killing her in the original. And thankfully, this does kind of clear that up. So I will say this is the one semi-decent, good relocalized line so far. Everything else is shit, though. We don't need all this purple prose, okay? I don't need no "'twas his noble disposition" bullshit, okay?
I've lied to myself all this time. It was my own inaction that killed her. I will not forget it. Not for as long as I live. Come on.
Alright, I think I'm trying to get Cato right here for one of the items, and I think the other one's on the other side of the gallows somewhere. Which means, let's do this.
How about you?
Oh, we found it.
Pleasant surprise.
I am kind of putting Cato in danger right now, but it's alright. Shoot that man!
Whatever it takes.
How do you go up? Oh, do these have these have height things, don't they? Why does talking have a height range? I guess that's fine. Hot possibly should take, but not related to this game per se. But I feel like the unreliable narrators sort of become overused. No, I feel like, yeah, I don't necessarily feel differently. I think what it is it's just become. I don't think it's used to excuse things so much as it's like. It's used to be superficially different. If that makes sense. It's like put out there to be like, oh look, I'm being so clever. A guy lied. But that kinda isn't that special anymore. You know? That's what I mean. Talking has a range because after a certain point you have to start shouting for them to hear you, duh. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Could you be taller? What if I towed this man? Let's what's the other guys here? They're all gonna start moving, which is gonna be bad for me. But I can blast this dude, and there's no way he can get down here in time. He's just gonna fucking die.
I'm ready.
Auto potion. Ooh! Keep casting, Tom! You gotta keep casting! Tom, no! No!
Defeat.
I've come a long way.
Alright, well, Tom was gonna eliminate that man, but his friend got him. It's okay. We'll get him back up.
I must act wisely.
Unreliable narrators, specifically in comics, have become a way to wave away a character being written by 75 writers over the years without calling it a retcon. I can see that.
It's over for you.
I've not left to give.
You lackwit! You refuse to see reality for what it is. Listen to me, Ramza. Every day, someone, somewhere dies without your knowledge. What is the life of one girl when weighed against the greater good?
I see no good in using people. Only deception and death.
Lies!
I will
Deception!
not stand by any longer as innocents fall prey to your good. I will not let you harm the princess.
Then you seal your fate, you stubborn fool. Come then.
He really is after my monk for some reason.
Taste this!
I've so much left to give.
It kind of makes sense, as my monk is actually one of my stronger units. I like everybody's power walking in place. Yeah, it's great. I love this fucking game, dude.
Nothing to fear.
You want to hear like a slightly embarrassing like story? It's very short, right? When I was a fucking kid, when I was a very impressionable kid, I used to think that was like the coolest shit ever, and I would try to power walk in place sometimes. I thought this shit was fucking amazing. Wind Slash is disabled. Can I disable this lady? We didn't hit the disable. Shit. Hey, found the item.
Rare find.
We'll get Beta Moo back up on the next turn. Be a good exercise for young Silly. I know. It's too bad that didn't like persist into my old elder years. Get him, Tech! Yeah! Put a stop to all this magic. I like how Tech has just completely decimated the enemy team so far by running around and just punching people in the dick.
Come then.
So the cool thing about people with those sword skills, like what he's been doing... Oh no, he's walking faster! Somebody stop him! Yeah! But yeah, the cool thing about the sword skills is like if the person doesn't have a sword, they can't use them. Which is why Tech's gonna go and steal his sword and keep him from being able to do anything fancy.
Never saw this coming.
Also, Deebles can just run around and like punch people just completely to death. It's so crazy. The power of being a monk is just ridiculous at this point.
Now then.
Alright, use your fancy bomb, Tech. Wait, we can't use the fancy bomb. Shit. Maybe if I walk right here. Probably should have just punched him to death, but he has a shield, so he'd probably block it. Oh, he's coming to us!
Fool!
Wherever I'm needed.
Can Kato throw a potion? She can! Holy shit! Get him, Kato! Yeah!
I must concentrate.
And then we'll heal Kato like this.
Allow me.
Much appreciated.
Onwards and upwards.
And we'll get Tom up on the next one after I deal with this rogue little creature over here casting their magic. We don't like the magic casters. Get them out of here. I don't think I actually can get to them. Yeah, we'll just go over here. And we'll use our ability as well.
I'll grow stronger yet. Come then. By divine will unencumbered, by darkness empowered. Shadow Blade.
Shadow Blade! Did you know, guys, if you say, like, the name of your special attack in real life, it actually makes the attack stronger by, like, 10%? It's like how the color red makes things faster. It's almost like he knows that I'm gonna try and steal his shit in a second.
Everything lost.
I've learned a great deal.
Ball kick of justice. 7 shadows cast, 7 fates foretold. Yet at the end of the broken path lies death and death alone. Alright, whose turn is... We should just go ahead and revive Tom. Tom, rise from your, not really your grave, but your dead spot. Boop! No more sword stuff for you. Now all he can do is punch us. It was an archer, right? Oh, look at that. Acquire all these abilities for Kato.
I can take care of that.
Yeah, now all you can do is punch. So his damage output is like significantly lower. I rolled a kick death in the balls. 14 engraved that one into my brain. Alright, this little terrible little gremlin just needs to get out of here. When is Kato's next turn? It's okay, I'm here now, we'll win.
Come on.
Let's see.
I have you now.
There we go.
Time is now.
So now we can take our time. Wait a second, does this work for purification? Let me see. Nope, apparently not. Guess it only works for like physical ailments or something.
Whatever it takes.
So I'll put these guys over here just to grab up some of these crystals when they come about. Scamper away, Tech, before he comes and gets you.
Come then.
He's still gonna try, but he can't keep up. He doesn't have his weapon, so he can't do anything. There's leftover dressing, green beans, and turkey in the fridge. Alright, thank you. I've played D&D with you, sir. I find your claim suspect. Jimbo, my characters have come in clutch during combat multiple times. There's a lot of stories. Let's see here. I guess we want to try and push around over this way, but if I keep Kato nearby, it should be fine for the most part. I'll move Diablo over this way. Since Tech's fastest, he can go like pick up items. Auto Potion. Just completely heal off the damage. And that's why Auto Potion is the most broken, one of the most broken reaction abilities in the game. You can just completely heal off the damage of a lot of like regular attacks. And it also has like a really low bravery proc. Okay, first character, and he was built to be squishy but hard to hit on paper. Alright.
I must concentrate.
Oh, you know, I should have Tom like yelling. Get them crystals. Ooh, look at all those. Ooh, that's a bunch of monk stuff. And Geomancer and Knight. Fucking Knowles. Yeah, we had some wild and crazy D&D adventures, it's true.
Can you fight on?
I am in your debt.
Come then.
Doomfist, Doom. Doomfist is okay. It's not a very good ability in my opinion. Like, here's how Doomfist works. You hit somebody with it, and it has a very low chance to hit, but if you hit, they get sentenced to death in 3 turns. Or you could just use those 3 turns hitting them normally and kill them anyways. Ooh, there we go.
Have you heard?
Have you heard? He's convincing himself of his faith.
I'll not be defeated.
Our rating of job abilities is based entirely on however cool it looks or how cool its name is. Because I know nothing else. Hey, that's no problem. Every job is generally viable. It just depends on like whether you want to do like where do you want people to grow in certain jobs or not. The only job that really isn't, and this is kind of a shame, is Samurai. The reason being, Samurai's main abilities cause it to lose its abilities. And you can't stack that with maintenance like you used to be able to make that not happen. And you really should be able to, frankly. I guess depending on your outlook on it, Mime is also kind of rough. Mime is a good class, I think, in terms of growth, but its arrangements are kind of niche for it to actually be useful. This guy's just gonna keep potioning himself. Probably gonna grab that one time Mage's Crystal and maybe the one up here. I guess that's all there is, isn't there? Might actually be good to get that for Ramza, to be honest. Put Ninja Man over here. Hell yeah, get all the abilities, slurp them up.
Have you heard?
The time is now.
Tom needs to have his faith increased so he can actually do magic damage.
What's this doing
Oh,
here?
apparently there's an item up here. Okay.
My time to shine.
Let's steal more of Gefgarian's stuff while we're waiting for this time mage to die. Or, yes, yeah, technically die.
I have you.
I must concentrate. Have at you!
Is all my might.
Alright. Hopefully this formation will make it to where he's not going to go over there. As I got involved. Maybe I guess it's their lingering experience turning into crystals. Yeah, that's basically the idea. The crystal is like, so the opening of the game used to tell you this, like basically it's the crystallization of their experience and skills. You either get a treasure chest with their equipment in it, or you get the crystal with their experience and skills in it. And that's the permadeath mechanic, by the way, because if you die, it happens to your characters too. Let's take his hat too.
Like a book. Have you heard?
I like how Tom's just standing on top of this area here, just talking himself up.
How to proceed?
And we're gonna let Ramsey get that crystal just so he has time mage abilities, which will help in like some of his. He'll get some JP, I think. Never mind, it's just a white mage ability. All right, kill him. Kill him.
Come then.
I used AI. Yes, judge me. I don't really care. I think AI is nice. See if we can steal more of his shit. Take that shield. Damn, Tech's just stealing everything off this man. Actually, maybe we should like lower Kato's bravery a little bit, so she can be an even better finder. All right, Diablo, in this foul charade. Well, look at these numbers. This is why Deebles is like my best guy. But oh, the reversal. Steal heart, you can just kill him. Like no. Stealing heart charms them, is what it is.
I must concentrate.
Yeah, it charms them. You're disappointed? No. It wouldn't be much of a thief if you were out here just murdering people by stealing their hearts.
Excellent.
Although, I guess, would it be? Would that be the best thief? Thought it was a Skyrim Briarheart situation? No. That would be funny, though. Hearts could sell for a lot on the black market? That's true. Not in the Middle Ages, though. Or could they?
Bloody hell. Curse me for a fool. I'd not thought you'd grown so strong. As much as it chafes, I'd best retreat for now.
Kato from Mortal Kombat as a thief by trade. That's true. And he does rip people's hearts out.
The castle! We must make haste. Please be safe, Princess.
Victory is ours! Tech probably was the best contributor that time. Yep, there he is! Tech just ran amok on the battlefield, punching people over and over. And he stole all of Gefgarian's stuff.
You've not touched your supper. A princess cannot live on pride alone. Do you think to starve yourself? None would weep, you know. There are many who would be gladdened by your passing.
Also, for what it's worth, Delita originally kidnapped Princess Ovalia while other people were trying to kidnap her. Claimed to not be working for anyone else, and said that he was the only one who could protect her. And now he's working for the people who have her imprisoned in a dungeon. That's what I was meaning when I was saying, like, everyone in this scene is lying. It also kind of is a good illustration of how Delita is kind of, like, just weaving his way through the ranks of both enemy and friends alike by deception. By blatant deception.
Now stop being stubborn and eat.
You were in league with the Cardinal all along, weren't you?
His name is Delita because you want to delete him? That's not true. That's not true. Delita's a complicated individual. And in fact, that's one of the best parts of this game, is that in the dichotomy between Delita and Ramza, it never really says outright that either one of them are right or wrong. And it never puts them in a position where one of them is cartoonishly wrong or cartoonishly good. Like, there are different sides to humanity here on display. Different reasons in this whole thing. And I think it's just really important to know that Delita is operating the way he is. And that's a really important thing in the message that the game tries to give you.
What do you mean to do with me? If you not give me over to Larg, then what is your intent?
To put you where you truly ought to be.
So you would manipulate me as well? I'll not do it, you know. I'll not bend to your whims.
Log.
If you wish to survive, you have no other choice.
What do you mean?
I mean...
So, this is Lady Ovalia.
Do we find you in good spirits, Your Highness? If you would be but a trifle more tame, there would be no reason to keep you in so cheerless a place as this.
These seem lavish enough quarters for a false princess.
The girl does not yet know Lord Falmarv.
Truly? How pitiable.
Tell me of what it is you speak.
Very well. You are not Ovalia at Kasha.
What?
The true princess died years ago. You are her double.
That's absurd.
It is neither absurd nor untrue. You are not Ovalia. You are a straw doll placed in an empty crib by the council, which bears no love for Queen Luveria. It was the old men's intent that you would someday succeed the throne.
Not only is he bald, but he's ugly. We must delete him? Damn.
They saw the queen as an obstacle. She and her brother, Duke Larg, both. Their method was exacting. Its execution meticulous. They placed you in the royal family after assassinating the queen's two eldest sons, attributing their deaths to malady. The deception was complete, and your ascent all but sealed. King Ondoria was sickly and seemed unlikely to father another son. But, against all odds, another prince was born. Whether he is in truth of Ondoria's seed is highly suspect, of course. Like as not, Duke Larg found some other sire to ensure his sister's place as mother to the king. Regardless, all of the council's work was made for naught the moment Prince Orinus drew his first breath.
You speak false. I'll not believe you.
Believe what you like, child. It is of little consequence. You may be born a butcher's daughter, for all it concerns us. We hold a trump card in our hands. The stock from which it was cut matters not.
What is it you wish of me, then? What would you have me do?
Naught at all, sweet child. We only wish that you be our princess as you always have.
I am a daughter of House Akasha. I'll take no orders from you.
Indeed. You are Her Royal Highness Princess Ovelia Akasha. From whose seed and womb you sprung matters not. 'Tis more than our birth that determines our roles. And yours, child, is to be princess. You have always been princess. She who should rightly rule this chaos-racked kingdom. We only wish to help you claim the throne. Nothing more.
Who are you?
We are no friends of Duke Larg, nor do we sit in Goltana's camp. Think of us simply as allies.
Lord Falmarv, let us leave our princess to collect her thoughts. When she comes to see the reality of her situation, she will doubtless wish to be our ally.
Indeed. Let us give her time to stew.
Give her time to eat her stew.
Come, Delita.
Alright. The plot thickens ever so more. Sounds like some bullshit. I know, we just found out that Ovelia was a body double, apparently. Explicitly there to place a fake princess on the throne so that the council could rule in her place. This all, again, just a reminder, everybody, the whole civil war that's going on is about who gets to be regent. Because the only two possible candidates are a baby and a princess. Who's the best Mortal Kombat character? Probably Will-O-the-Wisp. Tremor might not be bad either. Old 5 Geomancer.
The Jimbo asked me, who is the best Mortal Kombat character? Choosing the best Mortal Kombat character often boils down to personal preference, but many fans argue that Scorpion is the ultimate iconic character. His combination of compelling backstory, powerful moves, and signature catchphrase, "Get over here," has made him a fan favorite since the series began. Characters like Liu Kang and Sub-Zero also have strong followings due to their unique abilities and story arcs. Ultimately, it depends on your playstyle and who you connect with most.
Get over here! Oh, hey, Tech just mastered Ninja. I think we'll keep Tech on Ninja for a little while, because its growth in the speed is very nice. It's very good to have him grow in that speed stat. If we decide to, we might switch him back over to Thief for a little while, just to get the rest of these. So when I get to punch 3 times, 2 is the max, sadly. Might honestly be good to have him on Thief for a little while, just because that'll allow him to use a second ability stat other than throw. Ability stat? Excuse me, a second job class. We got Dats on his Dragoon. We got Jimbo's on
asked me, okay, but which is your favorite Mortal Kombat character, you dusty old fart? I appreciate your candor. Personally, I'd lean toward Liu Kang. His journey from a martial artist to a champion of Earthrealm embodies perseverance and honor. Plus, his fiery dragon transformation is pretty badass. But hey, Scorpion's relentless quest for vengeance and iconic abilities certainly make him a strong contender. It's all about that personal touch, isn't it? Who's your favorite?
Dragoon? Yeah, I changed you to Dragoon. Because when I got to the point where I was talking about, like, oh yeah, sequential battles. I got to the point where I was going to make all of you guys ninjas, I realized how many ninjas that would actually be, and I was like, that's too many ninjas. So instead, I had Tech go forward with the ninja thing. He's a ninja, because it suits him. He's a thief. He needs the speed stat, and ninja gets the highest speed stat on growth. And instead, I moved you to Dragoon, because that was your alternate class, and I kept Diablo as a monk, because it's just a really good... Honestly, I really do think monk is probably the strongest class, outright. We were talking about it, we were talking about dual sword ninjas, but I don't actually think that's very strong. It is possibly really strong. I think dual swords is a part of that, but I think brawler, which monk gets inherently, with what did I have? I put it on him with attack boost and some kind of like attack booster, which I'm using the Squire's ability for focus, is probably the strongest single hit attack ever. Ninjas rule. More than one ninja weakens the ninjas. That's true. What did you build for me for? I don't know yet. You're currently a thief. Admittedly, a lot of our planning for these characters has kind of collided with our strongest characters so far, which are Deebles, Kato, Tech, and Betamu at the moment. Betamu's a lot less strong. He's just here because Tom wanted to be a speaker, and it's a great... He wanted to be an orator. Orator is a class. The problem with Orator, however, is Orator's actual speech abilities are based on magic attack. So after getting all the speech abilities, it's better to put your Orator on Black Mage and level them up so that their speech abilities actually work more often. For example, Tech was going to be a thief like you were, Zen. Here you are, Zen. The only difference is that Tech is a little bit further along. He's a ninja right now because thief skills need speed in order to be effective, and ninja is the highest speed growth in the game. Kato's just a chemist because chemist is like the most busted class ever. It's like super good, and it also gets a gun. Deebles is the strongest.
Of course.
I'm just gonna put all these guys here. We'll be fine. You have to make Kato drunk so she can shoot better. She drinks potions all the time.
I am ready.
Forward. Wait there. I'll open the gate.
I'd rather it remained shut. You made your way into the castle well enough, but you overlooked the ambush. You still have much to learn, lad.
We're surrounded.
Don't take it too hard, eh?
Are you supposed to overlook an ambush?
Experience
Isn't that the point of an ambush? You might be right.
You may have the noble blood, but I've been making wives into widows since long before you were born.
Maybe it's that he overlooked the possibility of an ambush.
I am your better.
He didn't consider the things he was supposed to consider or something.
It's you and me now. For what it's worth, I'm sorry it's come to this.
No, don't worry about it, Zen. I can use any unit. It's just you only get to ever use like 5 units at most in a battle. And that just ends up causing a lot of like units to go unused. I have like a whole barrack of people. So there's 2 ways you can handle this battle that are fun. So generally speaking, Ramza is in this like one-on-one with him on this side of the gate, and your other guys are out there kind of fighting everybody else. However, if you get Ramza to this square, he'll unlock the gate and everybody can run in to help him. But it's the Pokemon problem. It is. There's a couple of ways you can handle that. If you give Ramza teleport, he can literally just teleport here on the first turn. If you give him ignore height, he can just jump down. If you give him a decent jump stat, he can just jump down right here. We didn't give him any of that, so he's gonna fight his way through. But it is kind of funny to like, oh, or if you give any of these guys teleport, they can just teleport through the wall and come in here. That's kind of fun too. There's all kinds of things you can do. I don't think we did any of that, but it's fun to point out that you just do a lot of stuff. Ancient sword, huh? I might try to steal that. Tech might get that. Quality lightning bow. Oral sword. Wizard's robe. That might be good to get. From Ellie and Joyce. It's weird that they're wearing robes. That is a weird quirk of this game. Knights can wear robes for some reason. It's more meant, I think, for some of the special knight classes, because they have magic attacks that were magic-based attacks where, like, magic clothing, like wizard's robes, can help them out. But regular knights have no such ability. And so them wearing a robe just makes them more squishy. It's kind of funny in that regard. That summoner's gonna fuck us up, though. Knights are allowed a bit of fashion. Yeah, they're Jedi Knights, don't you see? Double punch.
Come then. Taste this.
Ramza's probably gonna walk down to the switch while auto potioning.
I will not lose.
Which is great. Let's deal with this summoner, like, immediately.
A bitter defeat.
No summoning. No summoning allowed. Damn, he got his spare blood sword. He went and got his ancient sword, because this blood sword was, like, stolen from him. Alright, I guess we'll go down right here. It's funny because unless he crits, I don't think he can actually kill or do much damage to Ramza at all.
Just my luck.
God. Tom is so unlucky because he gets like speed slots that just make him really difficult to use sometimes. Or lowering Kato's bravery to make her better at finding things.
It's up to me.
Night, guys. Night, Jimbo. Now we'll hit Bahamut on our 2-minute burst window. Can't believe you're yelling at Kato. Yeah, we're screaming at Kato, making her less brave. But it's okay. It's for a purpose.
No substitute for experience.
Now then.
Alright, so which one is the one that has the cloak? I know Ellie is one of them. There's Joyce. Hey, we got the wizard robe. Tex over here just yanking people's clothes off. Is there ever a point in the game where an enemy leveling up in combat actively fucks something up? I don't think so. Not that I really know of. The thing is, individual levels aren't strong enough to really kind of like really upset the balance of the game actively.
My time is
Tech plays Skyrim confirmed. Can I wipe these guys without hitting Tech? Let's see. Nope. Impossible. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta... Oh, I can't do it still. I was gonna say move them right here and do Cyclone to hit all three of them. Can't do that either, though. I know what to do. Cat are just shooting people in the back.
There's something I must tell you.
Also, Monk, specifically, Brawler takes into account bravery in its damage formula.
I must concentrate.
So it has a scalable attack range. Or, it has scalable damage based on its attack. It's bravery, excuse me. Why am I fucking that up so hard?
Take this! Oh.
Oop, tried to get it.
Come on. Surprised.
Whipping parry, hell yeah, Tom.
Needs must.
Needs must.
I'm ready.
Also, you gotta realize that the more even you are with the enemy in level, the less likely it is they will ever level. Because, and that also counts for you, the more even you are with the enemy, the less you'll level. He punched it out of the air, he swung his staff at it. Because the closer, the less the difference in between levels there are, between the target and the source of the attack, the less experience gained. The more the difference, the more experience gained. Unless they're over the level, in which case it gets less. But... So, in a situation where a level would somehow make a difference, it would assume that they were much higher level than you already, and that extra level just gave them a lot more stats that could really hurt. But that would never happen because they would have to be... They wouldn't get any experience for beating the shit out of you if they were already way over leveled than you. Yeah, let's go ahead and use High Potion. And I'll just have Deebles wipe these guys out. Maybe I should attack down here while Deebles is handling those guys, actually. Much as I like Black Mage as a class, I can never get over how silly they look in these older games. What do you mean? They're real cool.
Gods above.
God, Monk is so good. No sword for you.
I'm at my end.
Come on. This ought to do it. I must concentrate. Steady does it.
Like, Gafgarian's gonna waste all his time trying to beat Ramza, and I'm just gonna sit here and be doing this shit all day. Alright, let's see. Steel. Thanks for your armor. We got another Wizard's Robe. Does this game have Dark Knight, or was that not a thing yet? Dark Knight
The time is now.
is a thing. Okay, so let me show you. So, in the original Final Fantasy Tactics, there was no Dark Knight, but in War of the Lions for PSP, 2 classes were added: Dark Knight, which is this guy, and they had a very cool sprite, and Onion Knight. Well, wow, that's very tiny. What the fuck? But basically, these were left out of this game of it. However, and there's a reason for that. Everybody gets mad, and I understand why they do, because at this point, War of the Lions is basically the definitive version, and it's cool to have the class. But let me tell you, Onion Knight and this class, and a lot of other things that were added in War of the Lions, were removed because they broke everything in the fucking game. They were just really horribly broken classes and stuff. And it's not immediately obvious why, but just trust me when I say there's a reason they weren't included in the original and why when they were removed in this one. However, if you're a real big fan, there's a mod for that. It's right here. Adds them right there. So, if you really want to have them in here, the modding community, Final Fantasy Tactics, is doing really good. They're adding them. They're adding back Luso and Balthier. Balthier, honestly, probably enjoys more of the blame for being broken in War of the Lions, which is right here, by the way. Mostly because his piracy abilities were ridiculous. If you imagine if you were like Tech and you wanted to be a thief and you wanted to be able to steal things, but you also wanted to just be able to be Mustadio and kill people, and you also just wanted to have in general broken ass abilities like Barrage, Sky Pirate. That's what I mean when I say like the stuff that War of the Lions added was kind of broken. There's a reason they removed it. It really was. Thanks, Malwarebytes. Get out of here. It's really just was not a very... It was a very cool expansion. It just... A lot of things were added without a lot of consideration for the game's original balance. And I'm not talking about Calculator. Calculator was in the original game, but Calculator was also kind of like the tongue-in-cheek kind of joke class, whose abilities were all about how much you could break the game. It was not actually considered in the same formula. Dark Knight, however, and Onion Knight and Balthier were put forward as actual units, and they were like, just go ahead and use these in all your encounters, and it just completely skewed the balance of the game. I was going to say Dark Knight would be my second pick if you didn't want me to be Black Mage. I mean, I don't mind who you are. You can play any character you like. You can be any character. Alright, we're going to start moving Kato. Where are we going? Let me see if I can find an item. I think it's over here somewhere. There it is.
Pleasant surprise.
It's just shoes? Damn. Now we're gonna bring Tech in here to steal his sword again.
I will hold firm.
While he wastes his time trying to hurt Ramza.
Senses keen.
Don't be like that, he just got the sword for his birthday? No.
So much left undone.
Alright, go for it, Tekko. Okay, we're about to obliterate this lady. Palm's gonna unleash his strongest spell.
Careful now.
His mom was real upset you stole the last one. Look. Get him, Tekko. Get him, Tekko! He's on the move. Blaster!
Someone help me.
Oh yeah, the speed up button.
I hear the winds.
Guess I'll just leave the other three out here to pick up all the corpses. What is Cato's bravery right now? 17.
There's something I must tell you.
I mustn't give up.
Let's treat that.
Can't remember if Gafgarian is scripted to like only attack Ramza in this sequence, but I don't think he is. Let's see if we can get that weapon from him though. It's ours. No more sword skills. That is like my favorite thing to do, is because like there's a lot of classes, and this is kind of like, if I had to criticize Final Fantasy Tactics for one thing, it's that there's a lot of reliance on the idea of all the special classes being super cool sword people, and nothing else. There's no cool axe ability. You know what I mean? There's a couple of gun people. That's it. But it's all swords otherwise. And the funniest thing to do is walk up to them, steal their sword, and then they can't do any of their fancy abilities anymore. And then they just have to, like, go over here and punch you. That's it. That's all they can do. Alright. We're gonna clean up out here, grab all these crystals and items, and then we'll just mop up on Gafgarian. We'll send Cato around the outside over here. Brigandine. Ooh, that's not bad.
Come on.
Right. We're not going to worry about this battle in here. It's basically just kind of the way it is. We will continue to try and steal all the shit from him. He stole his armor.
I have you.
Tech's over here robbing this man blind.
My turn.
That one in the back was a summoner. I probably want Tom to get that. Just turn around so he has a easier chance to get in here. I'm pretty sure there's an item on this island. Yep, there it is.
A rare find.
Wizard clothing. Actually, I'll use Speechcraft while he's over here. Try and raise bravery still. So the reason I'm like firing off a lot of these speech abilities, by the way, is for every 4 points of bravery or faith alteration in a battle, 1 point is permanently changed. So you give someone 4 points of bravery in a battle, they get 1 point permanently. Similarly, if they lose 4 points of bravery, they lose 1 point. So whenever I do Intimidate on Cato and she loses 20 points of bravery, she loses 4 points permanently. It's the reason I keep like running around doing that, is because it's a way of like permanently altering people to have like better or worse bravery. Oh, there goes the shield. We're literally gonna have this man completely naked by the end of this, once we've gotten all this stuff. We need to have at least one person over here kind of making sure this knight doesn't grab any of these crystals. Oh, there's a crystal. Or an item, rather.
Now then.
Alright, we got the his robe, we got his shield. Let's steal his helmet next. 68% chance. Cut the SpongeBob clip. Good grief, he's naked!
Concentrate.
It's true. Wait, he didn't have no summon skills? What do you mean?
I mustn't give up.
How sad. Lightning bow? That's not bad.
Come then.
I wonder if it's because Tom doesn't have, like, summoner unlocked. What the fuck? Why did I get taken out of your stream? You get taken out of my stream? Question mark? Are you telling me you're watching somebody else's stream? Damn. Tech cannot get this hat. Zim was banned for watching 10 seconds? Damn. Alright, we'll start to clear this up and beat him up a little bit. Shoulder cape. Ren shield, absolutely.
A worthy foe.
Tech's gonna keep trying to steal his stuff just for the sake of doing so. There you go. We got all this stuff. It's all ours. None of it was especially special. I think the blood sword is like a one-time thing, but I might be wrong about that. The rest of it will appear in shops later on, but it's kind of nice to just have it and be like, ah, we got all this stuff. So now we can just kind of kill Gafgarian and not worry about it. Also, cool thing about the blood sword, did you notice that? It drains HP. That's why the blood sword is very cool. Oh, hold on, not bravery. We want to do preach. And I think I've explained this before, but the reason I'm doing faith on beta move. Faith directly informs magic attack efficacy.
I mustn't give up.
However, you gotta be careful. You get your faith too high and your character runs off to be a monk. And by that I mean they'll leave your army. Similarly, if your character gets too low on bravery, they will be too scared to fight and leave your army. Interestingly enough, at 100 bravery, which is not permanent, it can only ever be 97 permanently, nothing really happens at all. Except that their reaction abilities have like a 100% chance of happening. At 0 faith, your person just becomes an atheist. And by that, I mean they can't be hit by magical attacks. One of these things is slightly better than the other.
Well.
Hard
Yo,
work
Techo.
pays off.
That I should fall to a mere boy. Well fought, Ramza. Well fought.
I think I accidentally clicked the sidebar instead of my second window. I don't believe in magic. That's basically how it works, yeah. You just stop believing in magic.
To dislike you.
Goodbye, Gafgarian.
Whatever it takes.
Wait, can we learn his... Can we get his crystal? Hold on, I'm gonna try and get Ramza his crystal and see if he, like, learns abilities. That'd be a neat thing. That would be such a cool thing. Ah, that would have been a cool thing to add to the remake, is if they made it to where you could get like some of his unique abilities by walking on this. I think if they had let you do that and get some of his abilities, which are some of the abilities that are in Dark Knight, by the way. So if they had let you do that and gave Ramza some of the abilities from Dark Knight, I think that would have been a neat little happy medium. I think people would have been okay with that.
Emotional damage! We must reach the princess before reinforcements arrive.
Victory is yours! Who's our big guy here? Kato! Damn. Gotta really be changing the world out here. Alright. So we're gonna save real quick. And I am gonna go to the bathroom and grab a drink. So I'm gonna leave you guys with the Be Right Back screen so you can watch clips, and I'm also gonna put on an ad real quick to get rid of the pre-rolls for anybody who's coming in. But I will be right back. So Real Woo enjoyers, enjoy the clips. Everybody else, watch an ad for a second.
Oh, no.
I think on the stream, we have a stream avatar battle royale going right now.
No, they're dying.
Oh no! Did Chibi kill you?
It was like I knew it. I'm like, those pincers.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Chibi.
Wait,
He's got
am
the
I a
edge on your
crab?
health.
You're a crab.
No, there you go. I guess Thicker beat you.
Oh my god.
This did a victory dance.
You know, who's throwing the trigger up?
I am. It's already up.
Okay.
Oh, is it up? Sorry.
Is it up?
Michael, that also could have been it. Are you sure it wasn't Aurora? I love VTubers. Amazing. Hold on. Thanks. I think it'd be neat. Maybe I'd have to get more of them though to actually put content together. I have to work on having a presenter's voice as well. I'm not exceptionally great. Oh, this guy's still alive. You. Oh no! I jumped right into its mouth. Why did I do that? This is terrible. Why did I do that? Well, that was not my finest hour.
The bottom of the cigarette actually gets darker. Like,
Oh, yeah. You know, I gotta say, Dablo, aside from that part right there, you were doing pretty good.
Wait, the phone's gone now.
oh my god.
Dablo, no! You're going off the cliff, it's to the right!
I know, but I had to go around the street.
No! Dablo, you dumbass!
Oh boy. Good job. Very good job.
Oh, I'm on one of the little fighters. I'm on its ass. Oh, I'm shooting the shit out of it from on top of it. Whee! Oh, got him. I'm gonna get you the other one too. I'm coming, little fighter boy. Oh no, I wasn't able to get the third one. I got
Notions of gender don't apply. Don't ever be afraid.
This man's like, I don't see type 1, I don't see type 2. All I see is beauty. I can appreciate that philosophy, I suppose. Am I playing Aerith?
That show today blew my mind.
Why does she look so dejected and bored? She's like, damn, I can't believe even Cloud looks better than I do.
Was it planned?
Oh my god! No, rescue me! Rescue! That was terrible placement. That was awful. That guy dropped it right in the middle.
Well, thinking about this, my wife, she got snobbed on my arm and I fucking strangled her to death.
Wife dead, regret.
What? What have you done to the game? What mod did you put in?
You suck.
I was actually fucking invested. Now I'm looking at this.
What the fuck?
I get where it's like the music's a banger. So
What the fuck am I seeing? Excuse me, son of man. Will you be boarding the Zelbes? Take me with you. Let us go.
Tom doesn't approve.
Tom doesn't approve. He's like, this fucking mermaid. You're a toddler right now. You were like, you're so tiny. You're like
Right,
only
I'm back.
slightly taller than this Among Us character. Watch out! Amazing. Anyways, I'm back, guys.
All around here, in this depression.
Yeah, I love our clips. They're very funny clips. They make me happy. I need to make more of them. Trying to remember exactly what's special. I know there's something special about this fight. I'm pretty sure it's like a treasure find type thing. But you know what? I should just go into it. I feel like it's like there's a guy who has a ribbon or something. Or maybe it's a katana.
It's time.
Let's see. Yeah, I think it might actually be finding something, because I think there's something back here. On this row somewhere. Because I know it's like in the back. Yeah, it might be better to just put Kato right here, maybe.
I'm ready.
To battle. I am ready.
Forward.
I see Gafgarian's sword was no match for his words. Then again, perhaps the fault lies with his adversary. Beowulf blood is not given to spill easily, even when thinned with that of a courtesan, it would seem. But enough is enough. You overstay your welcome. As I am loath to waste time and effort, I shall make you an offer. Leave the Aura site, and then leave Lionel. Refuse, and you will find my hospitality wanting.
Where is Lady Ivalice?
You mean to free her? What then? House Beowulf would see her dead. That is why you defied your kin, thereby marking yourself an outcast, and came to me, seeking the Church's aid. By taking the princess into my care, I merely granted you your wish. What would you have of me now?
Answer me. Where is Lady Ivalice?
Bound for Zeltenia. Her Highness has chosen to accept our hand in aid over yours.
You lie! I'll not be deceived.
Her Highness undertakes to claim the throne of her own volition. She spreads her wings. Even so, she will need a steady hand to guide her, and yours falters. Who better then than us to stand at her side? She saw this. Why not you?
Who's this us you speak of?
You should not join us as well. The thought of besting your brothers holds no allure. We care no less for this world's fate than you. Together, we can change Ivalice for the better.
I have no wish to change the world. But nor can I stand by while our people suffer and die on the whim of some select few. Do you truly believe you can change it? Not even I am so naive as that.
Nescient humility from one possessed of such an artifact. That stone you hold can twist the very weave of nature, to say nothing of the world. Yet I fear my efforts are wasted on you. Though artful are the words of man, conviction they do lack. You place your faith in the unseen, upholding such a sacred truth. Ignorance begets ignorance as the blind lead the blind, and I despair to see it. I despair of mankind. Very well. I will demonstrate the stone's power. The power of God's true!
Ah, the revelation of the real story.
You take no pains to hide your wonderment. How I shall delight to watch you die.
Hey, he's from the Void Ark, yeah.
Ecstasy.
Wrong raid, loser. Well, apparently the one from the Void Ark is just like a clone of this guy, whereas the one that's in Endwalker is supposed to be like a real one. Well, here we go. No, not Wonderment. All right, so we gotta get Cato behind him, essentially. It's 120. Just check his resistances. I don't think he really has resistances, to be honest, but... Ooh, Doom? Shit, what gets rid of Doom?
This is Auracite's sacred power? How can power so vile banish villainy? Surely this is naught but evil itself.
I do have Remedy. Maybe Remedy will fix it.
Evil still you would fain speak. Beneath concerns.
Look at his goofy face. He's like...
Although, no more ought I expect of you. Afore the ocean of Lucavi power, the minds of men are naught but trickling streams.
The power of the Lucavi? What are you? What have you done with the Cardinal?
What nonsense this! I am the man himself. Or rather, he who once was Delacroix. The Auracite, the stone, such powers grant to rise above the feebleness of man. Creation's laws restrain and rule me not. Astride your moral order do I stand. I am a god become.
Lucavi? If memory serves, the word is ancient Ivalician for transcendent one. But can it be possible? Can he truly have transcended mortality?
A god I am. No simpler terms there are.
No divinity would assume a form so foul. You are no being of immaculate light.
The Heavenly Father, maker of our world. I am not he, in that you are correct. As you believe. in being so divine, possessed of boundless power and knowledge both. I fear to say that such do not exist, though utter this a cardinal or not.
Then you have deceived the people, and admit as much.
I freely do, without reserve or shame, though for the Church I cannot claim to speak. The truth to me this power revealed, mere fantasy the Father, words in ink and air.
What is his manner of speaking? Why is it so weird?
You call yourself a
Oh my god, there's so much words!
abomination. Your power is that of demons.
To find this power the legends would attest. Yet such
Foresight fried his brain.
distinctions matter not to me, for I no longer walk the mortal
So he can't speak normally anymore? It's true, it made him speak in iambic pentameter, whatever it's called.
War should abandon his faith and become a monster. Feel you no shame?
Nay, for faith in fiction is as faith in naught. The joyous day.
This is the demonic voice?
within, to me was shown divinity's true form. My fervent most desire was then fulfilled by the one God to whom I bend the knee. This self-same God Abjurer surely sought, yet with their selfish ends to satisfy, the truth did his disciples warp and twist. A cruel and ugly truth.
That's definitely a build.
Embraced.
He's the impure.
Are there more of you? Other Lucavi?
I wonder what made them want to call him Kukulane.
Need have you to know who here will die? A
Kukulane or whatever his name is.
crushed and broken underfoot.
Come on.
Alright, so we got Doom, Sleep, and, well, Doom. Great. Purification's not going to remove Doom. Because he's cuckoo? I guess so. It's going to be rough, because I really want to get Kato back there to get the items. But we might actually just have to pummel this man. Because I don't remember if we're going to lose if Ramza dies. Let me see. What do we got here? Can Remedy cure Doom? Nope. Alright. Kuchulain? Maybe it's a Kuchulain. I think it's supposed to be Kukulin. It's the name of like a character from Irish mythology, right? I think in the original it was like mistranslated as Quakelin or something like that. But yeah, it's just weird that they chose that particular character for this guy's name, because I don't think the original Kukulin had anything to do with like being a weird giant man with a hole in his belly and associated with like impure things. Ugh, this Doom is gonna be rough though, because I don't have anything that treats Doom, and I don't actually know if there is anything that treats Doom when I think about it. It's just more of a don't get hit by it type thing. I guess potentially we could just like revive Ramza the moment he dies. I'm gonna put him here to keep. What the hell is that?
Fortune smiles upon me.
Vial of ether? Okay. We probably can't steal anything from him. You can get 300 gil from him. Let's actually check his stat. Oh, you can't see him as a status. Oh, okay. Nurgle's a demon god from 40k. It might be Nurgle. Or his distant cousin. Yeah, maybe. Can you steal armor from him? Does he have armor? No, no armor. Shield? No. Okay, he probably doesn't have anything equipped then. I can steal items from him. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage! Okay, well, I think we need to go real fast. Oh, I meant to do chakra, not purification. Whoops. Wait, hold on. I got an idea. The fuck is that?
Well now.
Revive. Tech, wake up!
It seems I've improved.
Hey, we got the katana.
What's this doing here?
Alright, I think we're basically good on items now. I thought there was like a ribbon person here. I guess not. Oh wait, he's already dead? Oh shit! That other guy was easy.
How strange that I, undying, here should die. The death come ere I seraph could descend. Oh, would that these eyes could witness death.
Damn. Damn, Tech did it! I'm just kind of shocked that we kind of just steamrolled him that hard. I mean, I knew we were, like, really, really strong. I thought it was going to take at least a couple more turns.
My advisors tell me you are the one who rescued Princess Ivalice. I would have you tell me more.
I am Delita Hyrule, a Black Ram lieutenant in the service of His Excellency the Baron Grimms. His Excellency dispatched me to rescue the princess, and so I did, disguised as one of your own.
But now you own your skills, Demon Slayer.
Clothing. Now I have returned.
Hyrule, you say? That is not a name I've heard before.
I had thought Baron Grimms and his Black Rams felled in battle against the Eye a fortnight past.
Indeed. That dark news spurred me to return with all the greater haste. 'Tis only by virtue of my mission that I was spared the fate of my comrades. May the Father grant them rest.
How fares the princess?
She is weary yet from her long journey. She sleeps as if among the dead.
I can well imagine. Now, is it true you brought a prisoner?
It is. The man is privy to the conspiracy, and I would have him lay it
Oh, hey, thanks for the follow, Spartan. Welcome to the channel.
Bring the prisoner forth.
Hope you're enjoying the thrilling Final Fantasy Tactics gameplay.
Let us hear the reason for your attempt on the princess.
It was to stain Duke Goltana's name,
By making it appear the work of his men. That way he'd be kept from Lazalia and claiming the regent's seat.
Who gave you the order? Duke Larg?
No. A close advisor of Duke Goltana's seeking to curry Duke Larg's favor.
Madness. None among us would fain betray our Duke. This is clearly an attempt to undermine us by sowing mistrust. Silence this man before he can spout more absurdness.
I would hear it nonetheless.
Who was it?
Well...
Name the one who gave the order.
I'd have your protection.
On my honor as a knight. Speak.
'Twas the man who stands before me. Chancellor Glavain.
What? How dare you? I do not even know you, knave!
Who put you to it? The Queen?
Stop this mama's farce. I've naught to do with this.
To betray your liege lord is an unpardonable crime, Chancellor.
It was not I. I know naught of it.
Forgive me if I presume overmuch, Your Grace, but now is not the time for bandied words. The Order of the Southern Sky must march on Lazalia at once, and you with it. Give your enemies but a moment to collect themselves, and they will pin the Chancellor's sedition on his lord. Your Grace must strike before they are given the chance. Deny the prince's claim and set the princess on the throne.
Kind of surprised they just allowed him to do all this, like right in front of everybody.
Following his sack of the royal capital of Lazalia, Duke Goltana, the Black Lion, banished Queen Luveria to Besselat for her hand in the conspiracy, and crowned Princess Ovilia queen. But Duke Larg, the White Lion, insisting that Prince Orinus was the true and rightful heir, at once crowned the child prince and declared himself regent. Moving then to free Luveria, Duke Larg dispatched the Order of the Northern Sky to Besselat in the name of the new crowned king.
Why do I imagine a Dunmer being a narrator?
Goltana, in turn, set the Southern Sky to march in Ovilia's
I can kind of hear it.
The curtain had risen on what history would one day record as the War of the Lions.
He said the thing! Hey, chapter 3, let's go. One more chapter before we can learn all the cool stuff.
This past evenfall, the count stood at 200,000. 400 if both sides be counted.
The number of casualties is not our sole concern. That was to be expected. And so too the depletion of our stores. No, it is this drought that threatens us. The markets are bare, and tax collections fall short. With prices as they are, we can lay in supplies for another half year at best.
Duke Larg must surely face like difficulties. It rained unceasingly in Galleon this season. The grain rotted in the fields before it could be harvested.
The real trouble lies in war's wake. There is no work. Whole villages have been displaced. My son Oren tells me over 100,000 have already fled to Lazalia, and more pour in by the day.
Ha! I see no trouble in this. Let Larg struggle to feed the mewling maids and his soldiers both.
It is no laughing matter. Should the conflict spread, we may find ourselves no better off. Think you Zeltenia proof against such a fate? I assure you we are not. Has not the time come to chart a course to peace?
Sid being the one
Your
reasonable
fears
person in the
are
room.
well-founded, but we cannot yet end this war. Though it pains me to do so, we shall increase the rate of tax by 1/3. Naturally, a close watch must be kept on those who hope to profiteer in these trying times. As for those seeking refuge outside the castle walls, we shall tighten our patrols at the Limbri border to see that they are turned back.
My lord, I must ask that you reconsider. Duke Larg suffers, as do we. What better time to treat for peace?
You talk in circles, Orlando. There can be no peaceful end to this.
The kingdom cannot exist without her people, Your Grace. No more than can we. In the 50 Years' War, who bore a greater burden than they, the common folk? Would you thank them now with higher taxes? Their confidence in us is sorely tested as it is. And it is not only the people. Our soldiers are made to fight on rations that would scarce feed a child at his mother's skirts. We cannot long sustain this war. Resolve is no substitute for resources.
Resolve? Have you any? These are the words of a coward.
The 50 Years' War was fought to drive back an invasion of our sovereign soil. We were honor-bound to fight.
And in this war, there is no honor to bind you. Is that what you wish to say? The 50 Years' War was an abject failure of a corrupt crown. And the source of its corruption is Duke Larg. The man claims to act in the realm's interests, but in truth, he aspires only to power. I seek to rid us of his blighting influence. Yet you would suggest there is no honor in this, that we fight for naught. You mock the Black Lion to his face.
His Grace speaks true. Besides, why lay down the sword with victory so near? They call you the Thunder God, Count Orlando. But your gentle words would sooner stir a breeze.
Is victory so near? My ears are deaf to its approach. I am, however, keenly aware of the quagmire pulling at our feet. This war has been fought to a standstill. Your words are the epitome of hubris. This council can ill afford to heed such unfounded prating.
I will not sit here and tolerate such insults!
Enough of this! You disappoint me, Orlando. Pray you do not disappoint me further. I will say this but once. Any man who cares not for the course I've chosen had best remove himself now. I will brook no further doubt, Orlando.
Delita once told me he was swimming against some unseen current. If this current rushed towards war, and the world with it, what hope did I have to fight it? I made for Lazalia to tell Zalbarg that someone dictated this war from the shadows, and to test my own legs against the current.
Contained within are records pertaining to Aurasight.
Oh, I am muted. Holy shit. My bad. Thanks for letting me know, Zin. I was like looking through this stuff and I was like, oh yeah, let me see here. I was looking to see if Famfrit's on here. I don't think he is. But I was pointing out, like, all the names of Lucavi are on this little stone here, and I always thought that was so cool. I am actually, like, super glad that we have, like, a very high-res version of this now, which originally didn't exist. This is Belias, associated with Ares there. I'm not sure what this one is. That's the Dramalek. That's Rofocale. That's Set, but I don't think Set shows up in any media. That's Ultima. That's Zelira. And Dumas is right here. There's a bunch of them. This is actually the stone that shows up in 14 right here. This is the one that that the guy turns into Yasmat with. Because you originally get this from killing Argath, or whatever, when he's in Dumas form, and you get this rock, and it turns the lizard man, the Banga, into Yasmat.
I understand.
We're just gonna kind of ignore some battles real quick to get to a tavern so we can call back our other guys who are out on work errands.
An errand's over and done with. Right then. Tell us how it...
The task was a success so great, none of us had thought it possible.
Damn.
Indeed. It fills me with pride to have been part of such an endeavor.
I'd consider that a job well done.
What about these ones?
Who are you sending? Will that be all? Thank you.
Do I have to actually go to the cities themselves? Maybe I do. I think before you used to be able to just kind of go to any tavern or whatever, but I might be wrong.
Date here. You're interested then? An errand's over and done with. Right then.
Dats is finally off his errand. He can come back.
A monumental success. It is an honor to have taken part.
It's Pingo.
Rarely will one reap such rewards. Would that you could have seen us at work.
I'd consider that a job well done. Need an
right. So now we'll go to Goog.
A warm welcome. Want to earn some news from an errand. Right then.
We accomplished the task with flying colours. Naught is like to match the satisfaction we all feel now.
Damn. They just perfectly did everything, didn't they? Some of these are like really good. They cost a lot of money because you can like find like locations or unique treasures and stuff like that. And it's neat.
Need anything else?
I'm not gonna do them right now. I'll probably do them. Start them at least when I'm off stream, just because like otherwise I'd be like making a lot of my characters like not available. Which I guess isn't like a huge thing. Might want to invest in some of those protect rings, honestly. Guardian Bracelet wouldn't be a bad idea either, because Immobilize and Disable are both awful. New Kai has some good things to it. Oh god, hold on, that costs way too much. What the fuck? 20,000 for mage power? Why are power gauntlets so much cheaper? What the fuck? Oh, I see. Magic Pack 2. What the fuck? Man, I really want one of these for Tom. I mean, I got the money, I guess. I can get one at least. I get some protect rings as well, just in case, because there's going to be some battles where if Ramza dies, it's just over, and it'll be good to have those. New Kai might be good to have the power of dark attacks. Ooh, that diamond bracelet, though. Magic power and physical attack power up. That's for Geomancers, basically. Pingo's a character? I've gotten characters for everybody who I know the birthdays of. So what we have is Deebles, Claybird, Cato, Tech, Heartless, Barry, Pingo, Xenoviers, Dats, Wappa, Jimbo. Plan B is not a character, is not a person. I just put that here in case I don't have somebody whose name. I need a female thief with a Sagittarius. Hold up, you know my birthday? Yeah, generally. Never underestimate the power of searching Discord. Also, Crosso, we got Betamu, and these are all like story characters. Your Zodiac's a Pisces? Alright, we'll put you in here.
Greetings. What sort of recruit are you looking for? Is there fit? Welcome. Anyone meet your needs? You have another fit? Greeting. What sort of recruit are you looking for?
I wish you could just, like, specify the recruit and then, like, get it, but sometimes you have to go through this a couple times. Let's head over here and see if there's one over here.
Welcome. Anyone meet your needs? Let me know. Fit. Greeting. Anyone catch your eye? Is that it? Welcome to the... What sort of recruit are you looking for?
It is kind of good that it lets you do this, I guess, because it does randomly generate them every time you come in. And you are looking for like certain kinds. What kind of character would you be interested in, Roval?
You have another task for anyone meet. Is there your patron? Greeting. What sort of recruit are you looking for?
There we are. It's got low bravery and stuff though. Let me see if there's another one. We'll probably grab it though. We can always change that. I'll grab him.
So you'll do well together. Is there water? Certainly. Let me
Hey,
know
Roval.
if you need all else. Farewell.
Got you, buddy. Let me know what kind of character you'd like. But yeah, Zen. Aren't you a Taurus? Yeah.
Welcome. Or catch your eye.
Yeah. Oh, here's the ancient sword. That's the one we stole from Gafgarian there.
Are you thinking?
A couple of these. Some mithril bows.
Anything?
Any that you don't have yet, or a ranger. Gotcha. Ooh, flails. I think ninjas can use these. Yeah. The only problem with like flails is that they have like variable damage and it's kind of rough.
Are you happy? Are you happy? Any?
A shield, flame shield. I'm gonna get one of each of these.
Are you happy? Anything?
And we're gonna use them to some effect. Yeah, golden armor. Actually, get more golden armor.
Thank you.
Stock up on potions.
Are you happy? Anything? Are you happy? Thank you. Are you happy?
Now we have no money.
No problem.
I think he's good. His movement, his jump, his speed is that. His jump is 4. I think it's fine.
My lord?
4 and 4. I think tech's just about where I want him to be, really. Mage Cloak is slightly higher in evasion, which would not be a bad idea, but it does give him magic power, and I need to prefer my mages with that. Which Final Fantasy game introduced Reapers? Final Fantasy 14, I think. Yeah, I don't think like the class Reaper was really like a big I don't think it came up until 14, yeah. There probably were a couple that were similar to Reapers, and that their whole thing was they're like the dark, edgy class, but like Reaper specifically, like the Scythe with the dark powers, it's basically 14. I mean, we can look it up. I'm sure the Final Fantasy wiki knows. Let's see. Let's see. Enemy from Final Fantasy, ability from this, enemy, job from Final Fantasy 14. It's literally just Final Fantasy 14. I would say that Reaper from Final Fantasy 14 probably took a lot of inspiration from Dark Knight from Final Fantasy 11. Because Dark Knights in Final Fantasy 11 use sides. But you also have to remember that the Dark Knights in Final Fantasy 11, and also Paladins for that matter, in Final Fantasy 11 were basically just combination classes. The Paladins used white mage abilities and were also like warriors. And the Dark Knights used black mage abilities and were also warriors. Yeah. But they both had like a unique sort of weapon that they used. I think Paladins you were more likely to see with like two-handed weapons, and Dark Knights you were more likely to see with sides. So, yeah. I know the OG Dark Knights outside of the current 14 are all about expending HP for abilities. Actually, I feel like that's kind of a more recent thing, to be honest. Because Dark Knight, the whole trading HP for, well, maybe not. Was that Cecil's ability? Because I think Cecil was probably like the first Dark Knight per se. Was that his thing? Did he expend HP? I don't think the Dark Knight moveset was like super nailed down until like until later though. Oh, we can pull it up. Hey, we have the infinite information box, right? Let's see. All right, so there's the one from, well, let's see, the War Mage job. Blah, blah, blah. That one's probably the one that 11 was mostly based off because it's basically the War Mage thing. Dark Knight is wait, hold on, a fish? A fish from Final Fantasy 14 is called Dark Knight? Let's see. Apparently it appeared in Final Fantasy 2, which is interesting. Oh yeah, okay, here you go.
Roval Jax asked me,
there you go.
Deckard, I came across a war band of Githyanki with its elite members being spell swords called Gish. Any records of these Githyanki Gishes? Ah, the Githyanki, those formidable foes born from a history of strife against their former Mind Flayer masters. The Gish, in particular, are a unique blend of martial prowess and arcane mastery. They excel in both melee combat and spell casting, making them a dangerous presence on the battlefield. Records often depict them as proud and skilled, utilizing spells to enhance their combat abilities, such as teleportation and elemental damage. Their connection to the astral plane and their dragon-riding abilities only add to their formidable reputation. Proceed with caution if you cross their path.
I always wondered where the origin of Gish came from. But yeah, from what we were saying here. Yeah, it looks like in Final Fantasy IV, Cecil was probably like the first real Dark Knight as far as the tradition goes. There were a couple before there. Leon, right there, apparently was one of them. But like, yeah, he used his darkness ability at the cost of his HP. So yeah, that's kind of neat. He was like the beginning of all that. Final Fantasy 12 was the first one that really interested me to try, but I dropped off of that. Tried FF7, but dropped off right after Midgar. Tried FF8, but dropped it after Triple Triad nonsense. You don't really have to engage a Triple Triad. That's a completely optional minigame. FF15 was the first game I finished, and FF16 is the only other game I've beat. I don't know what that says about you, Sid. I don't know what that says about you, buddy. My friend, my roommate, AJ liked, he liked 15, I think. I wasn't a big fan when I was seeing it, just because I didn't like the idea of it, kind of just playing the game for you personally. Guess me and turn-based RPGs don't mix well? Maybe. Immune to lightning. I don't feel like I should give him this, but it might be good to just have some evasion, honestly. Evasion and a decent shield will just kind of make it to where it's very hard to hit him. Yeah, I guess I'll let him have the evasion. I think I need to give him something that makes his speed higher, but I don't think there's a whole lot of items currently that we have that make speed higher.
You call?
If I can get him an adamant vest, that'd be good. Speaking of, there you go. AJ's about where he needs to be. I'll have to dedicate some time to everybody else in between all of them. Because people like Zen and Pengo and Barry and everyone are kind of a couple of like equipments later, but more importantly, their levels are really low compared to my main group right now. We gotta kind of catch them up. We can give Crosso a wizard robe and a wizard hat. And some mage well, no, I'm gonna give him mage's cloak, and then I'll give the mage power gloves to Tom. I might give him the flame rod instead. I don't really think there's like a real point in. There's no real difference between these. It's just I think it's just auto equip likes to default to the thunder rod. Is Kato equipped? Kato also needs an adamant vest, I think. Can we get a brigandine somewhere? There it is. I might give. The problem I had with trying to go through FF8, the main problem I had was the QOL features they added for the PS4 for it. Now, I know you can make the argument you don't have to use the time skips, the unlimited lib break option. I know myself and knew I would have used those as soon as I started hitting the wall, and I'd rather the temptation not be there. I mean, that's true, I guess. You could just run it on an emulator or something. We have extra. I guess I'll put it on her. Maybe I should just go ahead and swap Kato over to something else right now. It's just so tough because a chemist just is such a good class, and it's giving everybody else chemist chemist XP every time she gets like a level up, which is great because that means everybody's gonna have access to like auto potion stuff.
My lord.
Tech already has auto potion. I think Tech's already learned everything in ninja. He's mastered it. He's a master ninja. Let's see. Deebles is still learning stuff in this. Oh, hold on. He can get the Hamido. I think I'll keep Deebles on Monk at least until he learns everything in it. And I guess I'll get Ramza to learn everything in Night, or a couple of things in Night at least. It's Rin power. I want to go back and play FF12 at some point though. I like the unique combat system. Yeah, I played FF12 like extremely little. I really kind of want to try it again at some point. I got it on Steam, I think. Let me see. Yeah, I got. Here we go. I haven't played it a whole lot. I think I just got distracted with something else. I do have Rebirth on the docket at some point, but yeah, I'd like to go try 12 again at some point. I'm just bad about it, like, as if it's a game I'm not, like, super dedicated to, like I am with this game, or if I'm not playing it on stream or something like that, I tend to get really distracted and bounce between games a lot. Like, the next time, like, something big comes out and I want to play with my friends, I'll just start playing that instead. So Tech knows we're still working on Persona. We started Persona 3 like a long time ago. And then I kind of forgot about it. Let's see. Dragoon, get him some horizontal jumps. I feel like we need to get him some horizontal jumps first. And then we'll get him a vertical jump just so he can, like, jump a little further away and up at people. So he got such a backlog? I get it. What if you gave him Brawler? Could you do jump attacks with Brawler and get the Brawler boost? That might be really cool, honestly. Concentration could be cool too, honestly. I think I do need some people with Poach, though. That might be reason enough to put Tech on the Thief class, just so everybody gets Thief experience, so we can learn, like, Poach. Because it is about that time where poaching is going to actually be super valuable.
What is it?
Or maybe what I should do is I should have a B team. I'll have my A team, which is of course going to be Deebles, Kato, Tech, and Dats, and maybe Betamu. And then I'll set up a B team, which is like our Beast team, right? We'll have Zen, Pingo, Barry, and Heartless, and Floppa, and Jimbo, and all them. And they'll all have Poach, so that whenever we come up against, like, monsters, we just send out the B team for the beasts. And the A team for the Apostles of Hell, or whatever. Alright. Speaking of, oh, hey, we can do the Poacher's Den now. Let's see.
Oh, a customer.
Yeah, let me go tear up Bahamut with a meteor.
Mayhap you're not aware, but we deal in monster carcasses. Not only that, but we make wares of them for sale. Normally, you need to poach a creature and bring me its carcass. Lucky for you, I'm feeling generous. Here, take this. It all begins with a
He just gave me a dead Chocobo?
To get one, you'll need somebody who knows how to poach. Like a thief, for example. Then, have that person fell a monster. Once you've got yourself a carcass, bring it here, and I'll work it into what I can. For a small fee, of course. The going rate for Phoenix Down, for example, is 300 gil at any regular traders. But bring me a Chocobo carcass, and I'll charge a mere 150 for the very same. Pluck it before your eyes, if it pleases. Of course, the wares I can produce depend on the carcasses you supply. You're welcome to bring me whatever you find.
Oh, do you think this kind of one of the Reaper is a 14 specific class? I mean, it just never came up before, that's all.
So, go on. Give it a try. Anything I can help you with today?
Alright.
Want me to craft anything?
Wait, you can sell the carcasses too?
Is there all else?
That's interesting.
What do you need?
You can get some really unique stuff here by getting, like, rare carcasses. I don't know if, like, all of them are exceptionally useful. Like, all this stuff is just kind of eh. But you can get some really good stuff. Like, you can get dragon whiskers from, like, a certain kind of dragon, I think, or something. A dragon whisker is a spear, by the way. It's just, it's really good. You can get some, like, some perfumes and stuff like that from the pigs, I think. The mining town of Golund. Man's got 31 Phoenix Downs, damn.
I am ready. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
At the ready.
Where is he? Where'd the shuffler steal off to?
Hear that? He's on the roof.
It would appear I'm trapped.
It don't do to have strangers sticking their noses in our little hideaway.
Then mayhap you might hang a signboard above the door, so we would know this place for a den of thieves.
Ha! McCall's got brass. Too bad it's steel he's wanting.
Something is amiss here.
A lot of visitors today. Small matter. Stick 'em and be done with it.
Okay. Let's check our enemies here and see what we can take from them. Recalcum Dirk. Might need to kill the guy with the orator, just so he doesn't accidentally like recruit any of our guys. I don't think they really can, but it'd be a bad idea to let him do something like that. Maybe over there. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna run tech on this side. He booked them.
I won't lose.
Oh wait, they're actually tied to star signs. Let's see what you're talking about birthdays. Is that a thing that can happen? Rams of sucks, come join the evil side. Yeah, orators have the ability called Entice, which is all about like moving somebody onto the opposite team. It basically gives them a status called traitor. It's how you recruit enemies, like especially like monsters and stuff. It's distinct from Charm. Charm is temporary and can be removed by hitting someone. Sounds rough. It's a tough game. Sometimes.
It'll take more than that.
Yeah, basically. Like, I can't remember the last time I've actually had an enemy use Entice. It may not be something they do. But if they do, I don't want it to happen. So, I'm just taking precautions just in case. Now, if only Orin would use his Galaxy Stop, like right now, it'd be super cool.
Careful now.
I'm ready.
Damn, he still can't get up there. Well, we'll just focus, boost up his attack power while he's trying to do all that. can't see him to shoot him, unfortunately.
I've needed this.
The slant to that roof is too tall. Did they take out Galaxy Stop from Orin or something? So Orin is a unique class called Astrologer. You can never play it. It only has like one super duper ability, and that's called Galaxy Stop, and it basically applies stop and immobilize to a bunch of enemies on the field. It's like super useful, and it only ever shows up in this one battle, and for some reason he's not using it. Hydrate, 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 hydrate! Hey, Claybird. There, I'm hydrated.
I know this is going to end badly for you. I want you to know that.
Kevin.
What's up, dude? How's it going, man?
I'll not be defeated. I can do this.
He's back from fighting crabs. Was he fighting crabs in the ocean? Killer crabs? An explosion? Miserable from eating Panda Express? Oof.
I must concentrate.
Giant from soft crabs. Whee! Catto with a gatto.
A persistent lot.
Yeah, he's just refusing to use his Galaxy Stop. What the fuck?
End of the road.
You should have seen it. Let me see.
Found it. Ready for anything?
Actually took place in ancient Japan. So here's this giant enemy crab.
Octodad Dadliest Catch will stagger awkwardly onto PlayStation 4. Now, although historically accurate, this game does not contain giant enemy crabs.
Okay. Yeah, attack its weak point for massive damage. That's all I remember about the giant enemy crab meme. That's what he was fighting? Damn. So here's this, you know, giant enemy crab. You know, I'm getting really concerned about the fact that, you know, Orin will not use his one ability that can save his life, and he's just dicking around up there. Historically accurate, chilling on the beach? Damn.
Now! Only one thing for it.
God, he really just does not want to, like, heal himself. I was expecting that to force the guy to heal him. Alright, so Kato's gonna need to somehow save Orin, because Orin refuses to do anything to help himself.
Wherever I'm needed.
Why would he? That's what you're here for. Well, normally he has an ability that does all that.
You have my thanks.
He's just not doing it for some reason. It's honestly really shocking because like in the original he just spammed the shit out of it all the time, and it was great. It made this battle really easy because he just stopped all the enemies on the field. Did you just steal my gun?
Whatever it takes.
So sorry.
All right, everybody, kill her. Kill that thief. As I feel to be on the receiving end, I'm not really that bothered by it. It would suck if it was like a more rare weapon. Which, to be fair, at the time we stole it, it was rare. Not so more. We can just buy them out of shops now. but it is annoying. It would also be more annoying if it was on a character who actually needed the gun to be effective. Since Kato is a chemist, like her utility is mostly tied up in her doing drugs. You know, drugs.
Open your eyes.
I am in your debt. A fine mess.
There we go. Here we go. So apparently it's not called Galaxy Stop anymore. It's called Celestial Stasis, but that's the move. Why he wasn't doing it before, I don't know. Maybe I should just wait here and not kill her yet so that you guys can see it.
The time is now. Onward.
To me and by the stars above.
There it is. I can't believe you waited all this time to do that. Once again, as a reminder, that hits everybody on the field, all the enemies. And he waited until just now to do it. Loot that body. Loot that dead kid's body.
I've lost the.
All right, I might be keeping that thief alive for a little bit longer. Actually, there's something I want on this screen. Playing my flute while I loot that dead kid's body.
I'm ready.
There we go. Survive for just a little bit longer. I need to do something.
My time is now.
Ooh, vertical jump. That would have been really good for Dats, but there's no way to go back now, so I guess we're taking it. Also, we found an item.
Fine.
Neat. Look at all these vertical jumpers. Why do all the chemists have jumps? He's gonna go take the... oh, okay, he didn't take the crystal. Interesting. Combing the area, looking for items to take in the field. I guess nothing's over here.
Whatever it takes.
Let Deebles heal him with the power of chakra.
Can you fight on?
I am grateful. Leave this to me.
The time is now.
There we go. That's what I wanted. The Mage's Staff. That's not a particularly rare item. It will kind of become fairly common once we get to Chapter 4, I think.
So.
But it's nice. It's nice to have for our white mages. Thanks, asshole. I wanted to take that. Yeah, you can steal his shit. I don't care about him. Gaia gear. Woo.
From strength to strength.
All right. Get down from there.
my turn.
God, they're gonna make it so hard for me to get to him. I can't get to him. Oh my God, he's gonna stop her up there. We don't have a gun anymore, so we can't shoot her. Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm ready.
And Dats, despite being able to jump, cannot jump that high. All right, you know what? I guess we're just gonna do it our way. We're gonna throw rocks at her. Man didn't give him jump 7. It's just really hard to do, I guess.
A persistent lot.
At least he can book him to death.
I'm ready.
Can't believe Kato's gun got stolen.
All or nothing.
I must concentrate.
I feel like Kato shouldn't get that crystal because, like, Kato already has all the chemist abilities. I wonder if Deebles can jump up there.
A fine mess.
How can this be?
Yeah, it looks like jumping up there ain't doing you so much good, is it? Damn, he still can't reach him. That's basically what we're doing. We're just throwing rocks at her.
Whatever it takes.
Oh, looks like Deebles can't jump up there either. Alright, Tech, finish this.
If only I were stronger.
Throw a potion at her, surely that'll get her. We already threw a potion at her. We need to keep her alive while we got like an item from the battlefield. So we threw a potion to keep her alive.
Are you hurt?
I'm fine, thank you. My name is Oran Durai, and yours?
I am Ramza. Ramza Beowulf.
I like how Ramza's like this guy on the run, but he's just telling everybody his name.
What of it?
'Tis naught. Forgive me. Might I inquire as to the direction of your travels?
We make for the royal capital. And you? You are welcome to accompany us, if our paths are the same.
A gracious offer, but I fear my road leads away from Lazalia.
I see. Fortune be with you.
Yeah, basically.
And with you as well.
It's not the height of his infamy, but like it is kind of funny that he's like, oh yeah, I'm basically just you know, I was last seen in Lionel where I killed the cardinal, and also my brothers hate me, and I'm a fugitive from my own house.
Keep yourself alive in the meantime.
It's me, Ramza. You know.
I will do the best I can.
New errand available. But yeah, errands are basically this thing where like you can send people off on like little side jobs. They don't actually have any like actual battles or anything. They just sometimes you get like rare trinkets like this blue materia.
Very well.
Or you get like rare locations that you note. It's just mostly for these collections and also as a way for you to get like extra JP without actual experience.
Contained with O. Leaving, are we?
Sit, won't you? You surprise me, Ramza. I did not think to see you here in Lazalia. Alma's been worried sick. She'd be delighted to see you.
Zalbarg,
What is it? You've a grim look about you.
Can you not end this fighting?
Came all this way to say that.
What purpose can it serve? We Beowulfs have ever fought to defend the people, not simply the crown. And now we fight for no more than our own glory.
As ever, you see only what lies on the surface. Do not speak of that which you do not understand.
It is you who does not understand, brother. This war has been plotted to some unseen purpose.
No, you, brother.
Dukes Larg and Goltana are only puppets in some shadow play.
A shadow play. Pray, tell how it ends.
I do not know. But consider the abduction of Princess Ivalice from Orban Monastery. It was staged. A ruse to prevent Duke Goltana from becoming regent.
Staged.
I was there, Zalbarg, and I know all that followed. Princess Ivalice was ultimately to be slain, but someone intervened. She lives, and is now in Goltana's care. Had the assassination succeeded, the crown would surely have named Duke Goltana a traitor and rallied its banners against him.
And who would go to such lengths?
The one responsible is our Lord Brother, Dystark.
Do you stand here accusing our brother of having some hand in this business with the princess?
Business?
So you knew naught of this? Even so, you must know what Dystark is capable of.
Enough! Who have you become that you do not trust your own brother, your own flesh and blood?
Zalbarg, you speak of trust, yet am I not your brother too? Why will you not trust me?
What have you ever done to inspire my trust? The mistake was my own. Until today, I'd looked on you as a true brother. But your mother's common blood forever stains you common. You're not fit to bear the Beowulf name. Begone from my sight!
Kind of dislike this. This is another relocalization thing. I may be wrong about this, if only because the actual lines are kind of escaping me at the moment, but I'm pretty sure he never, like, had a problem with him being common. Or I also don't think he ever, like, spoke really ill of his mother or anything. He did mention that he looked at him as his brother, despite him being only half related. But he never said anything about, oh, your mother was a commoner whore, and that makes you also a commoner, or something. That was never a thing that happened. I feel like that's a relocalization bullshit thing.
Forgive me, Lord Commander, but I have urgent news. The Thunder God has broken through our lines at Dugera Pass.
To strike so swiftly from Bessalad? His title's well earned indeed. Summon the War Council. All of them.
My lord.
Alright. So, what is this? The post turn? Oh, right. This is where that one battle happens. That might be where we get declared a heretic, actually, now that I think about it. But, alas, it is far too late. It is 11:53, which means that if I start even one more battle, we're going to go way past midnight. So, I am going to call it here. It's been fun. Everybody, I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. On Friday, we're going to be playing Davigo, me and my good friend Crosso. And perhaps Diablo, I don't know, we'll see. What will I do without your stream? Sorry, buddy, it hurts me too, but we must live without each other for a mere day. A mere day of Thanksgiving and giving of thanks, you know. But yeah, no, don't worry about it. We'll be around. I will see you guys on Friday. It'll be fun. We'll play Davigo. We're gonna take a break from tactics for just a short while to play that cool game. It's a VR game. but it's asynchronous VR. So like one person has the VR and you're like this flying face and hands, and you're battling all the people who are not the big face and the hands. And I don't know, it looked kind of cool. Crosso wanted to play it, so we're taking him up on it on Friday. In any case, I will see you guys then. Have a great night. Who should we raid? Should we raid Phil? We'll just raid Phil. We'll go camp at Phil's. I'd raid your Twitch channel if you'd let me, Bell. No, I missed the Dank stream. It's over. It's over. It's over. You're going to Feels now, Bell. I'm sorry, buddy. Anyways, see you guys later. See you on Friday, everyone. Have a great night. Have a great holiday. Happy Thanksgiving. Eat some turkey. Bring me some, please.